glibness out of with all that glibness out of the way.
Glibness.
Glibness.
All right. Without any further ado, I guess everybody welcome to the one shot for tonight. It is called The Whispered Kindness, or at least that's the running title for now. And I guess maybe if you want, we can jump right into it with if you guys want to introduce your characters first. I'm assuming that you guys all know each other, but if you want to maybe go around the horn, we can see who's doing what. Let's start with Courtney. What's going on? All right, Cam.
It'll make more sense.
Courtney's choosing your spells. Yeah, I'll go. That's cool. My name is Gerald. I am a Eldritch Knight. Human. What else do I say about myself? That's it, right?
It's up to you.
Oh, and I'm a fighter. Oh, yeah, that's an Eldritch Knight. That's it. For Eva and the audience, an Eldritch Knight is a fighter. Eldritch Knight is like a fighter class, which good at fighting, but can also do some spells.
Okay. All right, Sean, who are you playing?
I'm playing Zoil. It's a 3-foot orc, bald, very beat up looking, not in any like wealthy attire, just very, very much like lower class, like cloth garbed. You'll notice strapped to the back, he's got a, for lack of a better word, a gong.
A gong?
A gong. It's a war gong, to be specific.
Oh, okay.
Emblazoned on the front golden exterior of it, you see a dark red dragon. If you're, I don't know if this is cool, Eric, but if you want to go ahead and make a history check to see if any of you recognize the dragon, you might be able to.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. God looks down and he recognizes that it's a sign of oh my god, what's his name?
I rolled a 17.
Rakdos.
Okay.
So
Cool. I was gonna pull this whole DM thing and say, hey, I could actually just decide what it rolls, but I actually rolled a nat 20. So
that's awesome.
There's the one for the session.
Yeah. Next to the gong, you can see a war horn as well, or sorry, a long horn next to the war gong. But overall, he's shorter, just like a green orc, really beaten up, and you can see a couple of these musical instruments.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right. Miranda, would you like to go next?
Sure. Hello, I am Lunia. I am an Aasimar sorcerer. I may or may not have been raised in a cult.
Got it. All right. Anything else that we need to know about Lunia?
Hey, what cult are you in?
Some kind of angel worshipping cult. They might have made me their central figure, and then I was just pieced out of there.
Interesting.
Sometimes you're a leader.
For
sometimes
those of you
you're a
who don't
follower.
know, an Aasimar is a is basically a human that has some angelic parentage. So like some of my ancestors were celestials or angels or whatever.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't realize that Nasmar was actually like a human. Like that was the.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, well, it's basically like it's like the good version of a tiefling.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, Courtney, would you like to go next?
Okay, my name is Jennifer, and I am coming out kind of into a new version of myself. I used to be in a traveling band called the Venga Boys, and as I was getting into it, I realized that I wanted to spend some time honing my power and learning a lot more about how to control the chaos. And I have decided or determined that I am a storm sorcerer. I'm really focusing my magic into the elements. And so I'm no longer a part of the Venga Boys, but I do still like entertaining. And so you can find me entertaining anytime we go to taverns or pubs, that type of thing.
Cool. So Jennifer of the Venga Boys. I love it.
I thought you said Jennifer.
Jennifer of
Okay.
Venga Boys.
I was like, are we gonna call you Jan?
No, I'm not Jan.
All
I
right.
can't do Jan because it only reminds me of The Office. And
Yeah.
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 Perfect. Eva, how about you?
Sure. My character is can you hear me by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
You're a little quiet, but we can hear you.
Ah, this plagues me. I'll just turn this off.
Actually, I'll plug it in the microphone that Miranda
That
gave.
works.
Oh.
I was like, I gave you a microphone.
I mean, fair point. Like, legit.
That works.
Got
well.
it. Got it. We're good.
That's perfect.
Okay.
You're very
So-
clear now.
You're incredibly clear.
Whatever you have right now is perfect.
Very much annoys me. Okay. Hectorio is a ranger, but he's a centaur, and plays the bagpipes because they remind me of the different bird calls. But is like quite conflicted about his half like human, half animal kind of existence, and so doesn't like to like try to control or manipulate animals or like animal handling, because yeah, it's just kind of very thoughtful about animal human relationships and how those work.
Perfect. Love it. Okay.
Or
Yeah.
actually, I guess I should add like animal magician, different species maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Would you like to make music with me? Not that. Sorry, that sounded really sexual.
I don't know. Your tone was pretty innocent. So
But-
yeah, we'll grab your gong. I'll grab my bagpipes. That
Yeah,
sounds
we'll-
like the worst band
Go
ever.
great together.
Yeah.
I got a horn
We're-
too.
We're
I
less
can-
than 10 minutes in and I've already lost control.
Yeah.
I was a part of a traveling band. I can bring my flute. I don't want to form another Venga Boys, but I would like to play with my companions.
Excellent.
Nice.
Well, now that we know who the party is, I guess we'll kind of pick up where you guys are. You're in the city of Rexentrum, and as you, I guess, heard of a job, looking for some work, making an extra couple coins just to keep the day-to-day purse afloat. You're told about a potential job over at the Cobalt Soul Library. The Cobalt Soul itself being kind of this established central public research and research library kind of organization,
Resource Book Center.
resource book center.
Book depository.
But the job that you had received was somebody lost a book and was looking for some help. So with this, the party arrives at the library. As you walk in, you can notice that there are researchers fluttering about. As you kind of work towards where you're instructed to meet this person, you see several people dressed and clad in their blue and silver robes. You see one of the kind of the head curators telling you guys to calm down and take control of your instruments, as some of them are making inadvised sounds. You get the kind of shh from the head curator. As you're looking around, you see a small gnome in a corner drop a stack of books, and paper starts flying over everywhere. And as you're kind of focused on that, you hear a voice from behind you. Hey, are you guys here for the job? And I was told you'd be a group looking kind of like you guys. And as you turn around to meet this voice, you see a average height, maybe a little taller, pale-skinned elf, very white-skinned, blonde hair, but it's contrasted with very black eyes. As you notice this pallid elf standing before you, hair is all scattered about in a messy bun, almost like a broken pencil holding it somewhat together. Robes much like the rest of the folks here in the blue and silver. As you see this elf standing before you, is there anything you'd like to jump in at this point? No? Okay.
Don't all act at once. Yeah.
You knew we were coming?
Yeah, I heard that you guys had accepted the offer and you're going to meet me here. That's why we set up the location. Oh, sorry. My name's Myron. I'm a researcher here. Kind of a graduate student. I'm still trying to make my way up. I'm working on some research, but I kind of lost a book, and I was hoping you guys could help me find it. Is that something in your skill set?
Are we subcontractors?
I would be contracting you, so I guess you would be the contractors for me. Unless you're going to hire someone to do the work for you, they would be subcontractors.
We're just
What are we-
contractors. What are we gonna get for this?
Well, here, maybe we can go a little bit more private, or at least quieter, to talk about this. As she leads you to just a corner in the library where there's less eyes on you. I could pay you guys 100 gold each. Does that sound good?
100 gold to find a book?
Well, it's kind of important. It's a book from the library. It's a rare historical tome, and I was using it to do some research. I looked away for a second, and then it was gone.
Can I do a history check?
Sure, jump in. Let's go.
Where in the timeline are we?
I was gonna ask her how old she was.
It's not a history check.
What year is it?
That's Courtney doing a history check. Unless in game you're saying your character is saying, "Where am I in time?"
Yeah, I just do a history check by opening up my satchel and pulling out my agenda. What date does it say?
You would gather it is in the year of our Lord 800 and actually it'll be 792 based on the calendar. Sorry, that math
Myron's
tracks.
in university, so it's before
Before
our
times.
timeline.
Yeah, okay.
Man, university really just sucked all the gold out of me.
Yeah. Well, as you glean, you kind of gather that for the five of you, 100 gold each is probably all of her money.
Wow.
So she's you get in the the passive insight or the assumption that she's kind of desperate for this, as she kind of turns to you and says, if the Cobalt Soul knows that I lost this book, I could get kicked out. So I'm kind of counting on you guys to maybe find it for me. I don't really want to lose face, and I don't want to kind of be drawing questions on why is Myron going out again. So I'm going to try and stay around here if you guys could find the book for me.
What's the book called?
Well, that's kind of the thing. It doesn't have a name. It's just it's like a black book.
Oh, you lost your black book?
I lost my
Oh,
black book. It's
it's not bound in human flesh, is it?
No, not quite. It's bound in Zerkwood. So the cover is made out of wood.
Oh,
It's like a black Zerkwood, very dark, from the Underdark. And in the tome itself, it was kind of historical journalings from some author. I'm not really quite sure who she was, but documenting her tales about a secret group of people, and it's kind of the only book we had about these folks. I was kind of reading through it, or starting to my research in it, before I knew it, it was gone. So I kind of needed back to really finish the research project, get my grant going, and kind of finish my overall thesis to graduate. So I can really not afford to lose this. So can I?
do you think someone might have stolen it?
I'm assuming so. I don't know why it would just disappear. So I have no idea where it could have gone, but maybe.
Do you know of anyone else who was using it? Like, were you sharing it with somebody?
No, that's the thing. It was just collecting dust. I thought, hey, this is a field of research that no one's really exploring. So maybe I can dig into this and find out more. So really, I don't know if anybody was looking into this other than me. Anyways, you guys are the adventurers. I'm sure you've got connections
Right.
or things you can do to figure this out.
Well, we're trying to suss out if you have any leads.
Where did you see it last? Where was the last time the book was with you?
It was with me here in the library.
The weird, you got to be exact. Like, where is it? Where? Show us. Bring us there.
I was on the. So she's like, okay, follow me and stay close.
Okay,
As,
thanks.
she leads you up to the top floor of the public area. So you're on like the third story of this library, next to large bay windows overlooking the bustling city and the kind of the streets below of Rexentrum. You kind of hear the shouts and clamoring of folks. And I was right here. I looked down to grab something out of my my lunch kit, and looked up, and the book was gone. The window is open, so I can only assume someone dropped down and took off from here. It's quite a big leap, but that's the only thing I could think of is it couldn't have gotten anywhere else but out the window.
Why would somebody else want this book?
Well,
What makes it so dangerous?
give me a persuasion check.
God damn it. I think I know exactly what you're doing.
Rolled an 8.
An 8?
That Gerald would be more
Um,
No, it wasn't intimidation. It was persuasion. Gerald's got low charisma.
It's it's just somebody's journal. I don't know what people would want out of it.
You're playing down the dangerousness of this book. You're saying that it has no name,
You're
and they'd be
not,
very upset if you lost it, and
You're
yet you're not willing to. And somebody stole it.
you're not persuasive enough to give up my secrets so easily. You're gonna steal my
I know.
research.
I want to take a. I'll take a step in, and like a step, like a little too close, and say, and you're willing to get rid of all your money for this. What's this really about?
To keep my
Trying to intimidate. I don't know if that works.
Roll an intimidation check now.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I rolled a 9.
Gerald.
It's,
Oh my god.
as the rest of you kind of look on as Gerald does this, she's just like, to keep my good standing in the Cobalt Soul. I told this up top.
I kind of like put my hand on Cam and be like, pardon my friend here. Is there anything else you can tell us that can help us find your book?
It's other than it's made of Zerkwood, and there's no text there's no writing on the outside of the book at all, so there's no
What's
scripts.
Zerkwood? Why do we care about this?
Well, Zerkwood's just a type of wood. That's just what it's made out of. guess the only thing I could tell you is the journal was, I guess the people that this person was researching or looking into were rumored to have connections to some shadowy dimension or access to a shadowy dimension.
Ooh.
Not saying it's real or anything, but I just kind of like to understand, or at least where we can go with this. If you can ask around town, or maybe see if you can find anybody that might know where to find a book on the Briar Goods, that would be useful.
Did you say Briar Goods?
I was gonna say that. This is new information. Why didn't you mention the Briar Goods before?
Well, I think that's the only other lead I can give you.
Anyone heard of the Briar Kids?
No, I can just tell you right now, none of you have heard of the Briar Goods.
We've heard of the Briar Woods. Maybe they're related. That was Cameron. Gerald wouldn't talk like that.
Yeah, there's two charismatic for Cam. Charismatic for Cam.
There you go. Three
Nailed it.
tries.
Got it. All right, well,
What people in this town, our time is of the essence. What people do you think we should speak with first?
maybe a local inn where people have loose lips and have been drinking. That's one place to start. I don't know. You guys are the adventurers. You can come up with an idea.
Can I take a look around the
We're
scene?
adventurers, not investigators. We're not detectives.
Can I look around the open window, see if there's any like loose fibers or like anything that might have ripped off of somebody jumping out?
Cool. Yeah.
Ooh.
Give me an investigation check.
Not good. It's a 9.
A 9? Well, let me tell you this. It's not hard to find. But as you kind of peer out, you notice a single black raven feather stuck in the window.
Ooh,
Nice.
interesting.
By the window?
Correct.
Can I look around like the library and just see if there's anyone watching us or anyone like looking too innocent?
Hey, Hectorio, before you go,
Sorry.
you know animals, right?
Yes. Moreover, I respect animals.
Do you know anybody in the town that this might belong to?
No, but I can ask at the inn. It might be like a symbol of a group. Maybe it's a symbol of the Briar Kids.
All right. Do you got pockets?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I put it in my pocket.
Roll for pockets.
Roll for pockets. Perfect.
Hey,
I wonder if
oh,
you can use your tracking skills to look down below the window and see if there's footprints.
this is the perfect time to settle it. Hectorio's pants, are they 2 on the back or 1 on each foot?
2 on the back. 2 on the back.
All right.
Victoria was not wearing a onesie. Okay.
All right, back.
That's how centaurs wear them in this universe.
Yeah, oh
In
God.
all universes.
All right. So as you take the raven feather, and you look around to see the folks in the library, the gnome that's picking up their papers, and you kind of see a couple other Cobalt Soul librarians helping with collecting the fanfare as they start to go back. You notice the head curator kind of looking up and at this. Basically, it's like for sake of simplicity, it's like a large open 3-story center with the different floors that wrap around this main open research center. So you're kind of on a balcony on the 3rd floor. See the head curator kind of looking up quizzically and so just wondering what you guys are doing up there as she starts to walk up the stairs towards you. Myron looks, okay, well, I don't have a lot of time. If you can get it back to me, if you can find it and get it back to me within like a day or two, I can maybe cover at least for then. But I really need this help. I can give you half the money now, and then half the money when you get back.
Sure.
And she throws you a little cloth pouch filled with platinum pieces equaling to about 250 gold total. So 25 platinum pieces in this
Ooh,
bag.
I really wish I was playing a chaotic character.
Take it all.
Can we just add? It was 100 gold each, right? Can't
No,
we just?
50. We just had 50.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it was 100. So we just add 50 gold each.
Yeah.
Can we just do that?
Mhm.
Or did you specifically want us to have it as platinum pieces or like non-divisible?
You figure it out.
I just want to make sure it wasn't like some plot point or something. Or like
No,
some-
don't worry about it.
Pending.
All right. So as you guys head out of the library, the Rex and Trim Library of the Cobalt Soul, you find yourselves on the streets. With all your streetwise, what would you guys like to do? Where would you like to go first?
I want to go to the base of the window and see if we can see any tracks.
Oh, good idea.
Okay. As you do, you notice a couple more feathers laying about on the ground outside of the library, below where that window that's open is located. Pretty easy to find.
I'd like to do an investigation on the feather, and specifically I'm looking for any type of fastening material to see if the feather came from the creature's body or if it was like a coat of feathers.
Oh, interesting. Give me an investigation check as you pick up this feather and trying to suss out, is it animal or material?
I got very little. I know very little information with a 7.
It's as you can tell, it's a raven feather. You kind of like, maybe they're not doing faux feathers. If it was a coat, it's either real, one way or another. You can tell it's a real feather.
Okay.
How about the rest of
Any
you?
footprints?
No footprints. How about you guys? What else does the rest of you guys do?
Is anybody nearby that looks like not just walking by, but like a shop vendor or any like semi-permanent person? You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna go ask them if they saw anything. So I need somebody who might have been here for a while, for the last while.
Give me a perception check as you look around this street to see maybe something or someone that would know what you're have an answer for what you're looking for.
17.
Okay. As you look around, you see a couple of folks. They seem to be well dressed, smart looking chaps, kind of grouped together. You see one lady who might be from the library as well, just walking around outside, stepping through with a couple books in her hand, along with the normal crowd that's going through. And as you're looking across, you also see a cart that's just tied to a basically like a horse post with the horse carriage kind of all separated but all tied together. And on the back of that carriage, you see what looks like a black raven.
Ooh, the raven's there.
Mhm.
Somebody do something. My skip the dishes arrived. I point it out, and I go, that's it.
Can I go talk to the lady with the books?
Okay, yeah. As you approach the excuse me, what does a centaur doing here in town? I'm very curious.
Well, I'm promoting a different species cooperation and found myself at a library and I'm looking for like-minded spirits. I noticed you had books.
That I did. Are you a fellow researcher? Are you looking to get into the Cobalt Soul, or?
Well, I was actually in the library talking to one of the researchers who mentioned there was a ruckus in the library earlier. Someone might have jumped out a window. Did you see anything about that?
I don't know anything that you're talking about. She snaps her book closed and starts walking faster away.
That's sus.
Yeah.
Is this the Raven you're talking to, Eva? We got a bit confused.
No, it's the lady who like looked like she came from the library.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
Well, that was ineffective.
I grab the feather and cautiously approach the raven.
Okay.
Like, I want to do it in a way that I'm not like Zoil's worked with animals. He's fond of animals in the past, and he kind of knows how to not scare them away. Like, I don't want to startle this bird, so I just want to like cautiously like to walk up to it, just like reach out and put my hand out with the feather in it, and just kind of like show it that I don't mean harm.
Okay. As you approach, your caution doesn't seem to, because you're taking caution, doesn't seem to startle the bird at all, as it's kind of pecking down into the card itself, scratching, pecking, looking up.
I notice it like
watching with one eye kind of towards you as you get closer, continuing about its business. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Do I notice any like markings, like a tag or anything, or does it seem wild?
As you get, seems feral. As you get closer, how close are you getting?
You know what? About 4 feet away, I just want to pull out some like silver coins and just kind of like show them the shiny coins, just to see if I can entice them.
Make a persuasion check. I think that's or animal handling.
I would love animal handling.
give me animal handling.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Yeah. You see this raven kind of look up, see the silver coin, fly over to your hand, start pecking at the coin, grabbing one piece with one claw, another piece with another claw, flies off.
Okay. All right. Can I see where he's going?
Flies up over a building and then disappears to the west of you.
Well, I could have done that. I was hoping you get some information out of the bird.
What do you think it's gonna talk? You know, it's a bird, right?
Some birds can talk.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Sure. I don't think that one could.
One way to put it in a...
Fuck me for not yelling at an animal, right?
As you say that, because you're standing next to the cart,
Yeah.
You can see kind of where that bird was pecking about. You see some black wood on top of the cart.
Is there like, can I open it? Guys. Do I have it? Forget what I took. Yeah, I point at one of them. I don't know. I just point over there. And I cast message like, guys, the Zerkwood's over here. It looks like Zerkwood.
Oh,
I go over there.
And sure enough,
I'm coming.
As you all gather around, stepping through, you see a book sitting on the back of this cart.
Done.
Does it match to the description of the book we're looking for?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Interesting.
I open it.
All right.
You open it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We're all sucked in. We die.
Klaatu, Barata, Nikto.
All right. Well, as you pick up the book and you open it, you notice that the inside of this book, much like it was described, there seems to be journaling, sketching of different tales and such in the side of the book. But as you pick it up, you notice a piece of paper that's loose falls out of the book to the ground at your feet.
Just a page or a loose piece?
A loose piece of paper that falls out of the book.
Just says, do you like me? Yes. No. Maybe.
Okay. All right. So yeah, this piece of paper floats down and hits the ground below you while you're holding this book in your hands.
Can I pick it up and read it?
Sure. So let me just, I will send this to all of you.
We started a group and you're not even using it.
Is Eric in it?
He
I'm not-
left.
I'm not in it.
It says Eric Milan left.
I don't
Oh.
recall being in a group.
I wasn't
don't
in
see
the
that.
group either.
I don't see where it says he left.
Oh,
All right, so I sent you the piece.
you're not
of
in it,
paper.
Miranda?
No.
I see someone else left, but it's not Eric. A random number left.
I don't see anybody left, and Miranda is in the group to me.
I wonder if that's Eric's old number.
Oh, maybe. And they're like, fuck
Nice.
off.
Someone who has it is like, I'm not a part of this.
Regardless.
Oh, I just had to
you
turn on my phone, apparently.
There you go. Regardless, you see what looks like a map fall out of this book.
Ooh, evil beware.
So
Also-
What is it? Evil beware or beware of like where's the comma here, you know? Anyway, sorry, never
That's the bird.
Yeah.
Sean's scared off.
Mhm.
I don't know. I got to take this other Eric out of my contacts.
Do we reckon? I really love how he got invited to a group and it's just been pictures of centaurs.
So this is apparently the new Eric Lalonde. I somehow have access to his WhatsApp photo.
Well, now I'm curious.
Hey, I know that guy.
Waiting for the perfect man.
There you go.
I feel like we need to message this person and say,
Is that?
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
You're part of our D&D group now.
You're right.
It's a one shot, so it's fine.
Perfect. Okay, so as you guys see, I'll drop this again into the new group since you guys have already.
Sorry, Eric.
No worries. You find
No,
yourselves
just-
with this
Yeah, go
this
ahead.
map on the ground.
Do we recognize any of these landmarks?
Give me a history check. Anybody that's willing
Yeah.
to try and figure out where this any of these places might be.
Oh man, 6.
You guys need to roll better.
Yeah, really.
That history check.
Are we all trying it?
How do I roll?
If you don't have any dice, I can either do it for you, or you can just go on like random.org and just generate
So
a
with
random
the
number.
D&D Beyond. Yeah.
Is it always a D20?
Yeah, so if you
Usually.
so Eva, if you're on D&D Beyond and you see where your history skill is, do you see that on your page?
History. Yeah, plus
So-
1.
So that +1, if it's little, there's a little box next to it. You can click on it and it should roll for you.
Okay. I'm just looking at the PDF, so I will do the
Oh, okay.
random number generator.
No worries. While you're working on that, I'll ask. Jennifer, she rolled a 6. Did anybody else
Yeah.
roll?
What do we roll?
History check.
I got a 12, but then do I add 1? Is it like a
Yep.
nice plus 1?
You got it. Mhm. So 13.
14.
18.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Ooh,
Well,
18. That makes sense. You're pretty old.
well, most of you aren't familiar with it. Gerald, I would say you are familiar with Witchway, the little hamlet of Witchway, which is southwest of the city of Rexentrum, actually not too far from town. And with that knowledge, it being a hamlet, you're familiar with it probably because of your past. Specifically, knowing that it is a bit of a ghost town now. There's no one living there. There was a monster attack that befell the town, and it was defeated or protected by one of your brethren. And
Did I lose my brethren?
sure.
There's so few of us left.
However, that the town scared anybody that wanted to live there out. So Witchway itself is a bit of a ghost town, but it would probably take you half a day's travel, if not less, to get there.
I know this place. It's half a day's travel. We best get going. I start walking.
As Gerald walks away from the group, what's everybody else doing?
Jennifer follows.
Okay.
I guess I'll go too.
Wait, guys, do we want to
You
give?
don't have to follow.
Do we give the book back? Did he just walk off with the book?
Do I-
Maybe we should give the book back and get the rest of our reward.
But it's the book that we wanted to. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Gerald, come back.
Gerald,
What?
back.
Is there any reason why I wouldn't just give the book back?
Can
We
we
already got
open the book and see if there's a reason? Like,
Did. Oh no, you're right. We didn't. This fell out.
What?
Oh, good. Oh, good. All right.
What happened to Courtney?
The icon of our group.
yeah, I saw that too, and that would freak me the fuck out.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Imagine being invited to a group and it's your face.
Lovely.
We shouldn't invite him back.
Not subjecting this poor guy to it.
Corporate.
Right.
Yeah, so I guess you're right. Well, I was suspicious of the book in the first place, so I'll open it up and peruse it. And like, it's open to the group. We can all do it.
Okay. Let me find the.
It's really pretty. Okay. I also would like to look at it, so I stand over.
Is there anything else we noticed? Like, is it first off? Is it what Myron said it was?
Okay.
And is
As
there
you-
anything in it that Myron didn't say that was?
All right. As you guys read through this book, it's basically like a journaled log of kind of indicating, and what you gather is this woman was out kind of in the Marrow Valley in the fields, and she broke her leg, and this group of she refers to them as the Briargoods, found her and showing a sign of prosperity, and trying to help them out. They welcomed her and kind of they picked her up to give her time for her leg to heal. She was kind of in the back of the carriage as they brought her to their own little chalet out in kind of in the middle of nowhere, more or less. The family itself was made up of a mother and father and 3 kids. She talks about how while she was traveling with them, she learned more about the Briargoods and their culture and where they come from. And what she discovered is that they had abilities to travel to and from the Shadowfell, a extraplanar dimension beyond the material plane in which you all know and exist, and how this Shadowfell that they speak of is kind of the waiting room, or the stepping stone between life and death, and vice versa. So anybody traveling between kind of the afterlife and the current life would stop over in the Shadowfell. What she also discovered is that this family had quite a reverence for ravens, as they were considered kind of a boon and a carrier of lost souls. And with that, she kind of tells how they took care of her. She fell in love with one of the the son of this group, and as she kind of telling how she integrated herself and learned more of their ways, the book, as you get closer to the end of the book, it just kind of, the logs stop, and there just seems to be cut off with the kind of the last entry speaks of very cheery mood as they arrived at at the manor that they were, or the chalet that they were traveling to. And then kind of it abruptly stops at that point. There's nothing left other than the last sentence seems to be cut off mid-sentence.
Oh,
Does this girl have a name as we look through the book?
As you look through, it has kind of like sketched in the front page at the bottom, or like the under the cover of this book, Delilah Vistani.
How's it spelled? Vistani?
Vistani.
we know a Delilah Briargood or Briarwood.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't, but
Yeah, this is
I mean,
Your meta gaming
Yeah.
list.
true. Okay.
Could be wrong.
sorry, I was just curious because I want to make sure it wasn't Myron.
I don't think we should give the book back yet. I think we should hang on to it for a day.
I was going to suggest that we go and ask Myron why she has someone else's journal.
I'm in favor of returning the book. But maybe we should make a copy of this treasure map.
We don't need to give the map back. It's loose
No.
page.
Well, I don't know. Maybe she might ask for it.
Make a copy anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's do a
click.
copy.
All right.
I'll take a picture with my smartphone.
As Zoil casts Xerox, you suddenly have a separate copy pop up in your.
Yeah. I mean, this in case like she asked for it and like, all right, here you go. And then we have our own copy.
Well, since we have a copy, why don't we put it back to begin with so there's no question?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe she'll send us off on a quest.
We fulfilled the contract. There's no reason to be like suspicious, I guess. But I am curious about why she has someone else's journal.
Yeah.
Are you saying to don't be suspicious?
Yeah. Let's do a vote.
Well, I'm kind of curious because if we left it out intentionally, excuse me, you could see if Myron asked about it.
But
Oh, is there a piece of paper? And then you know it's important.
I mean, if she asks, we could just tell her that there isn't one. Then she might send us on another quest. And we can get more money. We can extort her.
She's already giving us all of her money.
I think we should only accept half payment personally, but
Yeah. I was gonna like, yeah.
Do you think this is her money or is it a research grant?
irrelevant.
All right.
All right, let's take a vote.
What's the vote?
Give it back, give it not back.
I say give
I
it
vote-
back, but inquire.
All right, I'm with Courtney.
I vote for giving the book back.
Okay.
All right, we're giving it back.
All right. As you guys literally walk back into the library with book in hand,
Did it?
Done.
Wasn't hard to find though.
Done.
as you notice,
I feel like she could have found it herself.
you notice Myron kind of wide-eyed sees you kind of come in with this book in hand and just jaw dropped. It's like, wow, that was fast. You guys are amazing. Runs down, jumps up and like gives you guys hugs. Just
You could have like looked out the window and found it. It wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
Here drops the like rest of the bag in of platinum in hand, drops it like basically into either your hands or at your feet, and like just grabs the book right away and yanks it out of your hands. Oh my god, where I don't even care where you found it. Thank you so much. And she starts opening. This wasn't here before. What's this? Did you guys see
What's
this?
We
You
were
don't know what you're doing. Describe your actions.
the note.
She's holding up the note.
Map.
The map?
Yeah.
We were gonna ask you about it.
I have no idea. This wasn't in the book. Like, this doesn't match any of the paper. This wasn't here. Like, what
What
this?
does it mean to you?
Evil beware. What?
What does that mean to you? Or do you recognize any of these places, Myron?
I recognize which way, but like that's just
Which way?
A small. Which way? It's a small hamlet out of town.
How would we get there?
What do you know about it?
I already told you I know how to get there.
But which way is it?
Oh my god.
No, which is the name of the way?
Well,
First.
oh, what,
Eric just cancels the session.
Yeah.
what does it mean treasure is yours?
Where does it say that?
Do you know who put this map in here? Like, where did this come from?
Oh, we you know what?
We-
can do
That's
It's
we
fine.
found it like that.
It's yeah. What she's it's literally we walked outside. It was 5 minutes from. We literally just stopped talking.
Yeah.
You're not very good with your money because you could have just taken a 5-minute walk and found it.
If we could, if we could find out what this leads to or what the treasure is, this could be like grounds for a whole other research grant. This could be big bucks.
What would be the research?
Well, if this map has anything to do with the contents of the book, like I can only imagine the treasure has to do with something about this shadowy realm or this traveling to this shadow world.
Now hold on a second. You lost this book. We found it with no trouble. Do you think this is a setup? Somebody want you to find this?
Mm.
Did someone want to take the book just to put the map in it?
Can I insight check?
Sure.
I'm confused about how she had enough time to call us
So I
and
want
not look for the book at all. And just write down
like
below.
she didn't turn around and go,
Yeah.
I need to find others right there.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to insight check was her response to those questions, and it just had some flavor. So you know what I got? It was a 1 on my insight check. So when you respond, make sure you take that into account.
Well, no, maybe the book is trying to send me a message. Maybe the book is trying to tell me there's more to be uncovered. Maybe my research is finally getting somewhere. Maybe this will be my ticket up to become an expositor. Maybe this will
You're
be
good.
what I need to move up. Hell, if you can solve what this treasure is and tell me the tale or bring me back the treasure, we could split the grant. We could split whatever this thing is, and I can give you a favor when I make it my way up to the top.
Point of reference, why does she keep saying it's a grant? It's just her money.
Well, it's the Cobalt Souls money.
Not if she finds it.
Well, the grant is from the Cobalt Soul. I don't know what money you're finding. Is there money to be found? Is the treasure
You're
money?
Isn't the treasure the money?
That treasure was love.
No, the treasures of friends we made along the way.
Well, that's got to be it.
I'm only interested in coin.
The
Hey,
treasure
I
could
don't
be
work-
anything. It could
I
even
don't
be a
work-
box.
I don't work for love. I don't work for boxes.
Zoil just looks over at what's your name again? Gerald.
Gerald.
You do something cool, I'll give you a gold. You do something less cool, I'll give you a silver.
I'm not a circus monkey.
Well, you said you wanted gold.
No, I said I do jobs for gold.
So you're a monkey.
What? Are monkeys known for doing jobs for gold?
Gold is kind of like bananas.
So that's gone off the rails.
I feel like you're making a little bit of a stretch here.
You don't want Radnox gold, then
So what do you?
Fuck you.
So what do you say? Do you think you guys can do it? Can you go find this place?
Yeah.
Literally,
Sure.
I mean,
We're gonna go there anyway.
I can do the trick, but it's for 1 gold. It's not, you don't need
All right,
to.
we're moving on from that. Yeah, let's go and let's do it. Let's get the treasure.
Let's go on a treasure hunt. Yay.
Yeah, and there's some nice instructions. So
Yay.
Do we split it 5 ways? Is that what we're doing? I guess 6, because somehow it's a grant.
Yeah.
well, is Myrna coming with us?
I laugh because no one ever gets
Nobody ever
his
gets it.
name right.
Even in this like.
Yeah, Eva, Myron is Sean's character in the main campaign.
Oh.
And people say Myron's name wrong so often.
So I was going to come with you, but I'm a little insulted that you didn't get my name right. So I'm going to stay here.
Listen, you look too precious to get out onto the field. We wouldn't want you getting hurt.
Thank you.
You're gonna go far, kid.
You know what? I think I will.
You got this right stuff, kid.
If anything, I'll keep doing research on this book. And if there's a way I can reach out to you, I can let you know what I find.
That sounds good to us. Tip though, don't turn your back on it. And if you do, look outside before you call us back.
She puts the book down on the table and looks over to you and says, "Okay." Looks back, it's gone.
Oh, can I say one thing to her before we go?
Sure.
Wait, did the book just disappear again?
No, just
He's goofing.
Word of advice. Some books can explode when you open them. Keep that in mind.
You don't know that yet.
all right. That's weird. All right, I'll file that away.
I want to put in a time paradox.
Cool.
That somehow
I'll
resurrect.
definitely not forget that.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, you guys head out, and without much plum, find yourself on the precipice of the hamlet of Witchway. As you see before you, a moldy, broken down, buildings dilapidated, roofs missing in spots, the road overgrown with vegetation, the crunchiness of the sun drying out the plants as you step along. As you hear ghostly figures in the background making making their journey across. No, there is a small boar that runs through town, chasing kind of a tumbleweed. As you find yourselves in the village of Witchway.
Are you just going through my character list and putting them in this story?
You notice.
This is a half day, right?
About a half day. So at this point, kind of mid afternoon or so. As you guys arrive into the village of Witchway, let me just pull this back up. You can see the scars of what looks like a monster attack ripped across the different buildings. The dilapidated buildings are somewhat obscured by fog that starts to rise up once you enter the village or the hamlet.
Is there something weird about the fog? Can I do a check?
Yeah, give me a Arcana check as you take a look at the fog.
Oh, I got 20.
Whoa!
Wow. 21.
That's really bad.
Okay. As you try to inspect the fog, you realize that it almost seems to be following your movement. Like as you walk, it's almost billowing towards you, like it's a living organism that's trying to follow you around to obscure your sights. As you do, you kind of feel like you can't even see the ground. It gets so thick as you approach it. You start to feel bumping at your legs, your multiple legs, as you walk through, and you hear the squeal of wild pigs running through the town. But with that check, you're able to almost feel like you're connected to it, like it shares a sense of respect that you're able to know that it's alive, and it's almost like it finally has found something sentient that recognizes it for what it is. As you see this fog form up, and almost like a facsimile of Hectorio, a foggy centaur appears before you.
Ooh.
Cool. Okay.
And
What kind of pants is he wearing?
Is it named Eric?
as I'm just gonna move past all that. As the foggy cloud speaks. Welcome to my home. What brings you here?
Oh, right, because Witchwood was like all haunted now. So this is the.
I feel like we should leave our resident centaur to speak to the centaur.
Yeah, oh sure, okay. We are seeking treasure. Not sure if I should have played our hand like that, but I did.
It's done now. Hand played.
We want your stuff.
Well, if it's treasure you seek, it depends on what treasure it is that you are looking for. If you're looking for coin, head south. If you're looking for friendship, head north.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's go north.
If
No,
you're
we just
looking
came
for
from
food, head east. And if you're looking for anything else, just talk to me.
But wait, what's west?
Anything else?
Have you heard of what was that group called? The Brigwoods? The Brigids?
Briar goods.
Briar goods.
Briargoods.
It's all in the WhatsApp chat. I don't know
Uh,
why you can't find it easily.
As you know what, I'm gonna let that 20 roll. I've heard of the Briar Goods. They have a small chalet southwest of here. It's a little worn down, but still livable from what I hear. My understanding, they've moved on. It's been quite some time. If your reward is the Briar Goods, that might be a place to start.
Thank you. That was very helpful.
Mhm.
All right. I think we should go there then.
Wait, no. We've got instructions on the map. It tells us where to go. Why are we following that?
That's fair.
It says follow the trail to the Hand and Horn. Literally, the Hand and Horn is this way.
But it does seem interesting to go to where the Briar goods are.
Oh, you don't want to go this way.
But no, I do want to go this way.
Why
Look,
don't we
this
want
is the way.
Yeah,
You
why
want to
not?
Go, you want to go that way. And,
No.
And the
Oh.
cloud
Which
points
way? Which way?
Wait, which way though? Which way did it point? North?
that
Towards
way
love?
and points west.
What's west? What's west of here? You didn't say before.
That way is the trail to the Briar Goods.
Where's the Hand and Horn?
Uh-oh.
You said you wanted the Briar Goods. I pointed to you the direction there.
Can you point us to the Hand and Horn?
As
What?
which
so
way is
dirty.
that?
It's this way. And
No,
I point this way.
It's not this way. It's that way, and it points that way again to the west.
Which way did it point?
To the
Towards
west,
the Briar
same
Goods?
direction.
So it seems like the Briar Goods are on the way to the Hand and Horn. So I think we should take that road.
No. Does anybody have a compass in their kits?
Would you like a compass?
No.
That would be a
would-
treasure or reward.
I have a explorer's kit. I can see if I have a compass. Adventurer's kit.
I can give you a compass. If
We
that's
don't
what
trust
you-
your compasses. I don't.
That's weird. Well, where's the sun?
The sun's in the
Well, it's
sky.
foggy.
Oh, it's foggy.
Besides, it's a different world. You can't just assume that Tatooine had two suns.
Can I do an investigation on the sky? Because I'm a storm sorcerer. You would imagine that I have some knowledge of.
Give me an investigation on the sky as you look up at the sun.
I got a 14.
Okay, I will say you don't get retina damage as you stare at the
Oh.
sun and trying to glean what direction is which. You gather that it's about 1:30 in the afternoon.
And is the sun where it should be?
Exactly where it should be.
Hmm.
So then
Which is what way?
That way.
that's the west. So
To
it
the
would be the
west?
west. Yeah.
Okay, so we do.
I
Our,
mean, we know what direction we took to get here, and we have a map.
we don't know if we got turned around.
Would you
though.
like a compass?
Oh, I guess that's true.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
The centaur reaches out and forming out of the fog, a silver and gold inlaid compass forms, pointing directly north. As you move around, you can see that it's a fully functioning compass. And as it's handed to you, Lunia, you see the cloud. My requests are fulfilled, and the clouds start to dissipate and float away.
Wait, what was your name?
No response.
No, it's the. Go check out our compasses at the gift
As
shop.
the three requests of her have been fulfilled.
Oh, we only got
Uh-oh.
3 questions? Okay. Well,
I
that's
mean, that's reasonable.
Maybe she helped 2 other more competent questing groups before us.
Probably.
okay. So are we going that way or this way
Yeah, she wasn't very helpful. I say west.
in this riddle?
West.
Okay, let's go west.
Yeah.
West for the quest.
Okay. You travel
Yeah,
a
let's
little
go
further
west.
down.
Although north is very tempting
Yeah, for love.
for friendship.
But that's the way we came.
Well, that's because Myrna was our friend.
Not your friend.
Love it. All right. As you guys head further west, following the trail, it winds across the plains with some light topography changes with the valleys. The landscape, the vegetation seems to be fairly dry as the sun beats down on you, getting a little sweaty, a little thirsty from the heat. You come upon a rocky outcropping that seems to be sitting in the form of a hand.
Oh.
So we know we're at the Hand and Post.
In the horn.
I just like, can I pull out my horn and just blow it really loud?
Sure. Give me a performance check.
Be better than what I did. 22.
Nice. As you make the sound, the hand starts to close.
Oh.
The rock
Cool.
shifting into a finger as it points to the east. Or the southeast, sorry. And
Ooh.
as you follow your eye line to where it's pointing, you see vegetation starting to part and a path open before you. I
Let's
didn't think
take
you got
it.
it in the first try.
Solved your horn puzzle.
Fucking got it.
90% of the time, trolling gets us killed, but that 10%, it's really good.
Yeah.
As you see this path open up, this small little trail leading into a denser forest to the southeast of where you are.
So I think we should take it.
Okay.
I agree.
All right.
Lead the way.
Hectorio leading the way. You guys follow suit. Again, a couple hours go by, and I want Hectorio, since you're leading, I want you to give me a perception check.
Okay. Where's my score sheet? 14 plus 5. Hey, 19.
19, nice. So that means you will see this first. As you are kind of leading the charge a little higher than the rest of the group, you see something off in the distance. You hear what sounds like moaning wails as you see a bald man's head laying in the dirt in the middle of this trail about 30-40 feet ahead of you, and he's just crying neck deep in the earth, and all you just see is his head poking out. Help!
It's
Help
creepy.
me! Help! As it's like rocking back and forth.
Can I check if it's quicksand?
Yeah, give me an
Good
investigation check.
I swear to God, it's not. It better not be 3 heads, and it's a fucking Doug Trio meme.
'Wait, 1 second.
Good.
14.
14. As you kind of approach, your hoofs clomping in, feeling the sand or the earthen path before you seems very solid. The dryness of here, any wet sand seems to be nowhere near. As you get closer and closer to this this buried body or this head that's sticking out of the dirt, it is not quicksand. The earth is a little softer as you get closer. I don't know how much you're approaching. More like it's been disturbed to bury whatever's in here, but it's not quicksand, as you can figure out. It's just help, and the eyes are closed. It's just
Who's got a shovel?
I have a cantrip I can use.
Oh,
I could just give it a robe.
I'm gonna cast mold earth on the section where he's buried, and I'm going to excavate it and move it 5 feet away so that he is theoretically just deposited somewhere else.
Okay, so you lift the earth up, molding it around this man's head. As it pulls up and slides out, you see almost like a tree root. As you pull the head out, you see several legs just dangling from this
Several legs.
from this body. As the
like
earth,
more than 2?
as the
So it's
earth
a reverse
falls next to it, you see this body 8 legs wide. This one human head sitting on top of this spidery body kind of looks out at you and just says, "Ha!" Jives towards you. Let's roll initiative.
That's gratitude for you.
My God.
I want to note it in canon that I was figuring it out. What's the name of this monster?
The Drider.
Bill.
Bill the Drider.
This monster type Drider?
There's
Yeah.
no body. It's just the head on the spider's body.
Oh my God.
I have 3 initiative.
Okay, 3.
Did you roll a d20 or oh?
That was poor.
Oh.
But you also had your
All right, Jennifer, what did you get?
Dex, right?
Yeah, but I only have +2, so I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Jennifer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a 19.
Okay. All right, and Gerald.
I rolled a 20.
Ooh,
Not natural.
Gerald. Okay. Zoil
10.
and Lunia.
15.
Okay. All right. So Gerald, you're gonna get the drop on as it jumps out. You're kind of more in tune with monsters as they kind of approach, and as you're tentatively getting a rope and ready, and Jennifer just kind of takes charge and throws this body out and triggers this attack. You are ready. What are you doing first?
You, hon.
What?
What are you doing first?
You were talking to me. Since I reckon I want to say in canon here that if Eric allows me that, like, I was starting to recognize what it was based on my history, which is why I rolled well.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So I was like starting to go like, oh shit. And I'm going to cast.
Do you have any potions you can take?
I slam back a potion and cast. No, I don't want to do that right away. I'll just do Blade Ward. So I trace the sigil of warding in the air, and I have resistance against bludgeoning. That's a full turn. Oh, whatever. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh, this is by all weapon attacks. Would this creature count as that?
We'll find out. As you trace the symbol, protecting yourself, instinctively knowing what you can do to block this attack. Bill comes down. What was it? It was disadvantage, or how does that work?
No, I have resistance against those attacks.
So half damage. Okay. As you see, it starts slashing in towards you as it leaps out of this mound of dirt. It slashes towards you twice. The first one's a 16 to hit.
My AC is 16.
16. So it does hit with the first strike. So it's going to deal 5, so half that, 2 damage as it slashes into you for a little bit. As it does, it lands and looks around at you, just shrieking. Jennifer, you're up.
What a bitch.
Is
Cast shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast lightning lure on Bill.
Okay.
And he must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line toward me and take instant damage.
All right. It as you lightning lure, the lightning pulls out of your hand towards it, wraps around one of its legs, and then a second one, and then wraps around all of them, almost like the speeders around an AT-AT. You grab its legs, dropping it down, and starts sliding towards you as the lightning lure comes back. How much damage does it do?
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, and you just see it start to like get tased a little bit as it gets shocked. Jennifer, that's your turn. Lunia, what are you doing as you see this thing starting to drag after it slashed Gerald, sliding towards you, still cackling this whole time? What are you doing? Taking a moment to.
Oh, sorry.
Taking a moment to see what to do.
I heard it and I was like, oh, that's someone else.
Zoil, you're on deck.
All right. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So I create 3 rays of fire. So I make an attack for each one.
Yeah, you throw your hands out.
Oh boy, those
Bursts
are
of-
not good rolls.
A burst of flames come out towards it.
I got a 12, an 11, and a 9.
The 12 and 11 hit. The 9 does not.
Okay, so that's gonna be 46 damage.
4d6.
Well, it's 2d6 for each hit.
Yeah, that's all right. Let's go.
That's its HPs.
So that's gonna be 16 damage.
16 damage. Perfect.
That's pretty good.
Fire damage, if that's relevant.
You know what? Thank you. That helps, but it doesn't change the. All right. As you see the fire, the rays hit towards it. 1, 2. The third ray going off, hitting the tree and lighting a bit on fire. As you see it starting to burn and looks fairly injured from that strike. Zoil, you're kind of primed and ready to go. What are you doing?
Zoil just looks over and he goes, oh man, your mom probably has 10,000 kids and she doesn't love you because she doesn't know who you are. And I just cast vicious mockery at it.
Snap, snap, snap.
Wisdom 12.
You see a single tear roll down his eye. How much damage?
1. one point of psychic damage.
Yeah.
And then Zoil just looks over at Jennifer and yells out to her, "Kill it in the name of Zardoc!" and casts Bardic Inspiration.
All right. Where is Hectorio? I'm just looking because she's up next, or he's up next.
Courtney,
Yeah.
one thing to note about that Bardic Inspiration, I know you know it well, you can also use it to up your AC by 1d6.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that all Bardic Inspiration can do
Nope.
that?
No, it's the
College of
the
something?
College of Valor.
Okay.
Well, okay.
All right. I will delay Hectorio's turn as as he is kind of preparing, not sure to take the bagpipes out or take their weapon out. So we'll get back up to Gerald. What are you doing next?
Between the 2 swords I have on my back, one is a long sword and one's a great sword. I pull out the great sword
Okay.
and I prepare for a strike at the. Hey, do I know anything about dryers or whatever this monster is? I.e., weak spots.
Yeah, I'd say you do. I would say that its underbelly is pretty soft.
Okay, so that's where I'm gonna strike then. It was more a thematic thing. I wasn't worried about like bonuses, so I'm gonna go for my hit. Holy Christ, my rolls are bad. 6.
You see this thing has been like dragged over, lured. It's crying very, very casually as you come in to swing towards it. You catch the earth just before you get to it as it drags across your greatsword. It's a little longer than you remember it being. As it drags across the ground, you don't pull the swing through to connect with the underside of this creature, missing your attack as it's starting to right itself, puts itself up. I'm going to let Hectorio go next. Since we're just jumping back in, you're on mute, but you can go whenever you're ready.
Awesome. Sorry about that. Can I charge him? If I
Sure.
move 30 feet straight towards a target and then hit it with a melee weapon, I can immediately make a hooves attack.
Go for
So
it.
I'm gonna charge with is a short sword a melee weapon?
Yep. Yeah, it is.
And then make a hooves attack as a bonus action. How do I know if this succeeds?
So roll a d20 and then add whatever if you have it on your character sheet, the short sword is a little modifier next to
It's
it.
+6 for both the short sword and your hooves.
So 13 plus 6 plus 6 is 21.
So 13 plus 6
No, It's 25.
So you just added once for the first strike with the sword. As you swing your sword in,
Okay.
that'll hit. So roll the damage for your sword. As you charge into it, swinging your sword out, and then giving it a kick, we'll roll a second d20 to see if your hooves hit.
Oh, this is worse. Okay, so I get 10 for my sword,
10 damage.
and then I get 20 for my hooves.
Okay.
Oh, so your damage is so for your short sword, your damage is a d6, so it's 1 to 6, and plus 4.
Okay, well then we gotta do this again.
So roll a d20 for your sword. So roll a d20 and add 6.
Roll a d20 for my sword. Okay,
Yeah, that was the 19.
so I just rolled a d20 for my sword. It's 10 plus 6, so it's 16.
Okay, that'll hit. So now you roll
Okay.
a d6 and add your strength, which I think is 4.
D6. So
Yeah,
I
it's
got a
plus
4
4.
and 4 on the d6,
So
and then
eight-
I add my strength, which is 6. So 10, yeah.
Wait, you can't have 6 strength.
It's plus 4.
Plus 4.
It says plus 6.
That's your saving throw.
Yeah, you're looking at your saving throws.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
you
you're
look at
right.
the
You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
Yep.
So so it's plus 4 your strength, which is right above your saving throws.
Yeah.
So the 4 on your roll plus the 4 is 8. As you swing in, you cut down kind of where Gerald was aiming for. As you bring your blade, it rips across the underbelly of this creature that was flipped over from Jennifer's lightning lure, and then you roll your hooves attack. So you can roll the d20 again and add the 6.
Right. Uh, 24.
24. Oh, that'll hit. So now you roll the hooves damage, which I think is a d4.
It's a d4 plus 4.
D4 plus 4.
Yeah. 7.
7. Whoa.
I'm weirdly lucky in random number generator.
That works. So as you cut through it, you see the thing start to splatter blood all over Gerald, who is trying to cut through. So when Gerald gets back,
Insult to injury, huh?
he is just sprayed with the blood of this spider head, and then you stomp it down with your hooves, splattering the thing with your hooves. How do you want to do this?
Ooh.
How do you want to finish this thing off? Because that was enough damage to kill it.
Yeah.
So you can
Mm.
describe to me how you kill it. As you hear the shrieks. Oh.
I put my hooves, presumably this thing has a heart, and I just put them on either side and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until the heart just
Pops.
bursts.
Oh.
Yeah, so bringing your hooves together, you crush this thing, and it just pops the abdomen of the spider body, and the spray of blood not only covers Gerald this time, but yourself as you are laced with
All right,
this
that's
blood. As it pops, though, that scream that reaches out just shrieks even harder, higher, louder pitch. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw as it explodes. So under the saving throws, you'll see wisdom, and you can see the modifier there,
Mhm.
Eva, and you can roll your d20 and add whatever that number is.
14.
14 for me as well.
5.
Okay.
Wouldn't have heard yours.
21 for me.
You good?
21 for me.
Okay, so while the rest of the group is fine, Hectorio, you feel the voice of Bill echo in your mind. Almost like tinnitus, you can hear that shriek lasting in your ear, caught behind in your thoughts, your memories. As you hear that shriek, you will take 6 points of psychic damage.
Who is Bill?
Who was
The
Bill?
thing we just
Fire. Remember I said what's its name? Maybe you weren't here for that.
Where do I put that on my sheet?
So under
So
your
near the top right, you can see where your hit points are.
Yeah. So
And,
I -6.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. So with that, the creature seems to be defeated. What would you guys like to do?
Ooh.
Does it have
Mid-afternoon.
pockets?
Yeah, did it drop out? Does it have a wallet?
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
um, 4.
4.
17.
17. Lunia is looking through the viscera and not through the pockets. Doesn't find anything. However, Zoil, you caught in the explosion of the heart of this creature a small piece of fabric that flies off. You go pick it up, and sure enough, it is a wallet. Bill's wallet. You open it up and you see some like photos of kids. You see a bunch of children.
Are they also spiders?
We love you, Dad.
You see a what looks like a female. It's like a spider face, but a female body. You can only assume is Bill's wife. As you go down the list, you also see what looks like a card, and as you pull the card out, it's an IOU from what looks like the symbol. You guys wouldn't. I guess you guys wouldn't know it. Of a thing called the Cerberus Assembly, an organization in Rexendrum, the town you came from, and it's an IOU, 100 gold pieces on the IOU.
So just to understand that correctly, the Cerberus Assembly owed Bill 100 gold pieces?
Yeah.
Aren't they like an international organization? Why would they need to
Why
owe
would
him?
they? Why would
Yep.
they?
Yeah.
They could walk up to any bank, get any amount of coin.
You guys all see Zoil just like shamefully take out the spider top lady bottom picture and just put it in his pocket.
For later.
Oh god. All right.
Just
Love it.
bypass that one, Roof, right
Okay.
along.
So I think that's where we'll take our break.
What did I miss?
So if you want to take like a 2-minute break, if you need to go to the washroom or anything, let's meet back at 8:45.
Okay.
Okay, so as you see Zoil pocket this picture out of the wallet, dropping the wallet to the ground. I don't know, did you take the IOU or did you leave it in there?
What was the IOU?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
It's like a letter of credit.
Yeah, you got a letter of credit. So
Oh.
with that, you guys find yourselves in this trail, a half exploded, spidery body that's just laying there dead. You guys are covered in blood. Some of you worse for wear, some of you not. Do you continue on the trail? What's your game plan going?
What does the map say?
I think are we past the map now?
I think we're between the Hand and the Horn and Woodbridge. We went in a southeast direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
You want to go past Three Tree Hill
Yeah.
over River Warren.
I think that means over Woodbridge. So if we take the like middle red path, then we'll go past Three Hill and then over the river
All right.
on the over the bridge.
So as you look down, the earth and dirt in front of you is of a reddish hue. As you continue your journey, following south, following the path, you notice coming up on your left is a bit of a higher peak, not too severe, but a hill that seems to be barren of vegetation, save and except for 3 trees placed upon it. The sun kind of starting to set a little bit. It's still kind of like that late afternoon. The shadow is casting long as you see the backside of this hill darkened by the 3 trees that are on it. But you see the thing to your I guess to the east or to the left of you as you're traveling down. And you
Do we
see
have to sleep in this game,
and
or does like sunset matter?
Yeah. We'll deal with that later.
And you see off in the distance, maybe a few hundred feet, what looks like a woody structure, a peaked roof. A little hard to make out what it is to the south of you as the path seems to be leading in that direction. What would you guys like to do from here?
So if we look in the river that we're crossing, is there lots of worms?
As you head to, if you want to keep going, you go the couple hundred feet, you see the river is made up of water. It's just water.
That's good.
Nice clean water. A little green. There might be some blue algae in spots that are creeping in, like some effluent or like animals that have been defecating near the water. It's contaminating and promoting ecological growth along the banks of this river because it's a bit of a lower flow system. But that's all I can say as you kind of approach the creek as you.
Oh, the worm's mark is the scorch of the red worm. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the WYRM, not
Yeah.
WORM.
I think the one above it was Warren, not Worm.
Oh, all right. I just replaced worm with worm. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Okay.
Mm.
Do
At
we
this
want to
point-
keep walking towards the scorch of the red worm
Yeah.
I think so.
on the red dirt path?
Is there anything cool in the like? Is anything etched into the wood like that we notice when we're walking by?
Oh,
Like,
at
He
the
loves
bridge?
Al. Or
You guys are
Yeah.
crossing the. Oh, okay, so as you guys are approaching and crossing the bridge,
You heard of.
you notice. Here we go.
Bunch of worms.
Bunch of worms.
The bridge was made of worms, not the river, you fool.
You do. You see an old, scraggly gentleman. He's kind of thin in the limbs, but a bit of a portly gut. A long, scraggly beard with patches in it. Kind of like thin, cracked glasses hanging at the tip of his nose. A bald head with just the crown of hair along the side. As he says, "Oh, I haven't seen folks here in many a day. What brings you by these parts, my friends?"
Is he like a troll under the bridge?
Oh, I'm no troll.
What's your name?
My name is Cadence.
He asked us what we're doing here, and you just responded with, "What's your name?"
Oh, that's true.
I thought it was good deflection.
That was a weird answer, but
What are you doing here? What's your name?
Mhm.
what
We're,
might your
we're asking
names
the
be?
questions here.
What might your names be, my friends?
We're the Black Book Guild.
Oh boy.
Black Book Guild. Oh, haven't heard of them, but are you friendly, guild? Are you a friendly guild?
We mean no harm. We're just on a sightseeing adventure.
Oh yes, seeing the world is fantastic. You know, you step outside the threshold of your door, and you never know what adventure is waiting for you on the other side.
That's from The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. One of the two.
How did you get to be here, kind
I
sir?
much like you, horse-bodied person, am an adventurer in my own right. I travel the world and hand out gifts for those who can best me in a test of skill. Maybe
Ooh, what kind of
this
skill?
would be another opportunity to add to my great tale.
Is it 3 questions?
No, it's much simpler than that. It's one.
Is it one question?
Does anything have to do with the swallow?
No, but if you give me a moment, I will ask the question. Who do you think of the group of you are brave enough to answer?
Oh, I'm not in. I want to put money on this.
Who has the highest intelligence?
Not me.
They said brave enough, not smart enough.
I think it should be Gerald.
I'm gonna sweeten the pot. Whoever wins this, creepy old dude on the bridge, or one of you guys, winner gets 10 Zardock coins.
You made your own currency.
No, this is real gold, but it's promoting Zardock.
Oh, Zardock currency. That's fancy.
It's Zardock gold.
All right. Well, tall, shirtless guy. I will.
Are you speaking to who are you speaking to? That could be the centaur.
Gerald? Did they call you Gerald?
I'm Gerald of Riviera.
Gerald of the Riviera Hotel. I've been there. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
well, my question is this. 2 bodies have I, both joined in one. The more still I stand, the quicker I run. What am I?
Can you say it again?
Nope.
Hourglass?
I was going to say that.
Wow. I guess your friend wins the Zardock bucks.
Here you go, monkey.
Booyah!
Well, with that, and he pulls out of his bag an hourglass.
I mean,
Here is your prize, my good friend. This hourglass belongs to you now. May it bid you as much luck in your journey as it has in mine.
Does
Farewell.
anyone have an hourglass we can validate this one with?
As he
I like
As
that.
it-
That's a really good.
as he hands you the hourglass, do you take it?
Yeah.
I have no reason not to, so yeah.
All right. As you take it, he disappears in a puff of smoke.
Cool.
Spooky, scary.
This guy was weak, but he's kind of badass.
As you hold this hourglass and kind of like peruse it, you can add it to your inventory. It's a
Really, I gotta watch.
it's an well, you know what? Just mark hourglass for the sake of the one shot. I'm not gonna create the item for you. I'll let you figure it out on your own what it does.
Oh.
But you get a faint hum of magic from it.
Well, how do I mean, I have to say that I use it out loud. I can't just like say it on my own to myself. You have to tell me stuff.
Sure. What do you do? Like you can test it out now, or you can test it out later. Is what I'm saying.
I mean, I can make up shit for this hourglass on my own if you want.
There's two things you can do with an hourglass. You can do what it does, or you can just throw it at someone.
And that I'll leave to you.
I just go look under the bridge and see if he's
Worms.
Who's there? Oh, the guy.
the guy.
As you look under the bridge, you see him. Oh, I didn't think you'd do that. Well, I guess I'll come out now. As you see Cadence kind of slowly walk out. Yes, this is my home. I'm not just going to teleport everywhere. I just figured you'd leave if I disappeared.
Thank
That's
you.
fair.
Thank you for the hourglass.
Well, good day.
He does it again.
He just stands there awkwardly waiting for you to leave.
So we have, I carry it.
later.
Okay.
So let's go towards the trees and the scorch of redworm.
Okay. Yeah, as the sun is starting to set at this point, it's starting to get a little darker. You start to see a red glow of smoke, kind of like a glow lighting up the smoke off on the horizon. As you're working through the trees, you can kind of see it over the canopy as you guys keep walking. As you start to approach, you start to hear a low gurgle and rumble of sound. You hear, welcome. Who requests an audience?
But what's your name?
Wait,
You know what? Fuck it. Persuasion check.
Can we all help? 'Cause I like that a lot.
How do you help?
How would you help that?
I help. We say it at the same time. So we,
All right.
say it at the same time.
Fuck it. Advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, not admit. Sorry. I
No,
don't-
you just roll, Courtney.
I didn't
mean,
mean-
we're both saying it at the same time. See if he listens to one of us.
All right. Well, I only got 5, and I have +5.
Oh
Or
boy,
1 + 5. So
I rolled a 13.
yours is better.
Okay, so what?
That's an appropriate response.
Who seeks an audience of the great Radkos?
That's okay. For clarification, I said Zardoc before, but I meant Rakdos, and I just banged the gong
As
and I hold it up. It's Rakdos' gong.
As you do, you start to see a long, slender, red dragon rise from this mark.
Eric, you couldn't have planned for this.
Hey, you got lucky. As you,
What the fuck?
as you see, who rings Radkos' gong?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm like your biggest fan.
Now's your time.
Guys, I've been like, oh my god. Me and my band, we used to travel around spreading the word of this guy. And I just like bow down. I'm Zoil.
Just like a
What a petulant little fuck.
wow.
Whoa, language.
I don't expect to have weaklings prostrating to a god such as myself. Get out of my sight. Don't meet your
Hey,
heroes,
fuck you. We used to riot all through Exandria.
kid. What gifts do you bring the great Radkos?
I mean, the gong's pretty cool.
I'll take it. He swings his arm down, ripping your gong out of your hands.
Aw.
Why do you cherish this guy?
Yeah,
He's kind of like a dick.
He's a turd.
Slides back into his hole.
Have you not heard the word? He's like the greatest.
Oh,
It doesn't sound that great.
sounds kind of like a dick.
Well, what do I have?
I mean, like, can we just move on? Like, what do you want to do with this?
He went
what is
away,
the point of-
so
Oh, he went away?
yeah.
I feel like there's something to be discovered. But we could. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Eva.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Can I do a perception check?
Sure.
$18.
So as you're looking around, what are you looking specifically for?
Like we saw the smoke. What does it look like? The place that he goes back into, like underneath the ground. Is there anything else that kind of looks?
So you look down, you see almost like a cavern, like this hole, the smoke burning up, almost seems to be like fire that's billowing in this chamber where it's almost like a nest where you see Radkos just kind of curling up around this thing, adding it to a large pile of hoard that he's built, and all this smoke billowing out is kind of the smoke coming from its chamber.
I don't know.
With the 18, I would say you can see Radkos is working with this gong that he's received. What do you guys do?
I don't know.
Does he like break out the song and start singing Shiny?
So I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking.
Shiny.
Go on.
No.
I mean, so just to make sure I understand, because I think we're not sure what to do right now, and that's because I'm not quite sure. He like took the item and then like went away.
Is he blocking our way?
No, you're basically standing at the mouth of like I guess kind of like a volcano, but inside this hole in the ground is a dragon lair, and you can see the dragon just kind of wrapped around himself, playing with his new toy.
We just need to go, according to the riddle on the map thing, we need to go west of the red worm, which is this dude.
Yeah, I think we need to go to the house, which is the house.
I think that's where we're going. Yeah.
So do we have anything to say to this dick before we go, or?
Does this gong please you?
I thought he was I thought he was not
He's gone already. Yeah.
on
I
yet.
thought he went into the cave and then we saw him.
Yeah, you're standing at the lip of this hole,
Yeah,
looking down into this.
because Hectorio with an 18 saw what's going on.
No, I think that was Courtney.
Oh, was it you?
I didn't give him the gong.
Who got no viewed it, is viewing it. Eric described
Oh,
the scene.
I
he
was
saw
viewing it. Yeah, sorry, I was viewing it. Yeah. I would say that it's time to just move on. Like if he's not blocking our path, there's no reason.
Yeah,
we have to
I mean-
worm dragon.
It seems like we satisfied whatever he wanted, so we can
And-
just keep
And
going.
it's true what they say, that don't meet your heroes.
Hey, so like, what am I supposed to use to spread your name now?
Do you want your gong back?
No, I don't want my gong back. The gong's his now. But like, that's what we used to do to start the riots.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh man,
He's not trying to persuade.
that's a 5.
As you guys wait and listen, you hear more gurgling, more fire. As you hear Radkos say, "Are you still here? Oh, why don't you spread the good word of Radkos through a little bit more assertiveness, a little bit more strength that is the dragon."
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Anyone standing near the lip?
Is anybody standing near the lip?
I'm not.
I
I guess I need to be.
I'm ready to bounce. Like,
All right, let's get going then.
I feel like you'd have to be to see over it.
Okay. Then I guess I am.
Can I just like push her in?
All right, you go to push her in. Give me an athletic check.
Why would you do that?
Contested athletic check. I want Jennifer to give me a strength check. Jennifer, give me an athletic check, and Zoil, give me an athletic check. Let's see.
Why is Zoil pushing you in? What did you do?
So I guess you get so Zoil, athletic check for you. Jennifer, you get the choice between athletics or acrobatics.
I'll just use what I had. It's fine. I already rolled it.
Okay.
Ooh.
So Zoil, what did you roll?
15.
Well, I had a 15 as well.
Oh. All right, roll off. Let's do it.
Well,
With acrobatics, you have a 19.
but that's not. I clicked on athletics, so that's what I should use.
What's a -1?
I know.
All right. So with that, I'm gonna have both of you roll a d20. Straight up roll.
Oh, it was 11. 50-50, Courtney.
I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration. It was a D6, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I help, or is it too late?
wow. 12
I got 12.
with the D's.
With
She rolled a 7 on the D20 and a 5 on the D.
All right.
That's rage.
So with that, I'll say she moves out of the way at the last second. As you clip her, you try to push and fall into the hole yourself. As you start to fall, you feel warm, then hot, then searing.
And
As you
dead.
fall into this dragon. As you see Zoil drop, plummeting in, as he disappears out of sight into this puff of cloud. Go
Never
ahead.
meet your heroes.
What would the rest of the group like to do?
Well, he died like he lived.
Jennifer is taken aback and readies lightning where as she looks around to figure out if everyone is like attacking her. She doesn't know what's going on.
You're safe. We don't know what just happened there, but nobody else.
Yeah. I kind of just like gesture towards her, like, what the fuck was that?
Okay.
Just like envision like I put the spell away.
Okay, as you're preparing, just kind of standing, you're waiting a minute, 2 minutes. How long do you guys wait before you move on?
Well, can we like look over the edge? Like, how did?
It looks like the smoke has started to billow and is obscuring the dragon below, where Zoil has fallen into.
I mean, I think we should just book it. Like,
How well did we know Zoil?
That's something we didn't really establish.
I know, Eric, you said we knew each other, but
I mean,
like,
he was a weird little goblin.
Orc.
He's an orc, yeah. I know Gerald really well.
right?
I mean, I think he kind of brought this on himself, really.
Yeah. Also, what are we supposed to do about it? Like,
All right, let's go. We take a moment and go, and then we keep going.
Okay. As you start to walk away, you start to feel the ground shake. Zoil, I'd like you to give me a D. Let's see. Where is it? D8 roll, please.
It's a 6.
6. You see, or the group sees, a small little green figure get regurgitated from this hole. As Zoil, you get tossed out and plummeted into the kind of the lap of your group. Poetically speaking, kind of into the group. You just lay there, hitting the ground, taking. Let's see, you're gonna take some damage. 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground. Your body, your green skin, glowing with red flame, almost like a painless red flame lighting you up. engulfing you. You seem stronger. You seem more confident as you hear the voice of Radkos in you. Make me proud. This is your last chance. And you see your gong fall to the ground below you, basically in front of you, with that dragon etched onto it, with the eyes glowing at this point, starting to hum with energy, hum with magic. You can cast out of this gong. You can cast the Entangle spell, the Fairy Fire spell, the Shillelagh spell, and the Speak with Animals spell. Each once, or you can cast each of those 4 once.
Shillelagh, Fairy Fire, Entangle, and Speak with Animals.
You got it.
We all jump in the pit.
As the
Eric,
pit,
can I see the river beside us?
it's a few hundred feet off, so you'd have to travel down there. If you
okay.
want to, you can, but you see this pit start to close and seal up as the mark diminishes down to nothing more than a bit of a steam vent on the landscape.
I just take my like satchel and pull out my water, the equivalent of a hydro flask, but back in the day.
Yep.
And I just upend my canteen and I pour it on Zoil's head just for shits and giggles.
Nice.
Holy fuck! You didn't want to fight. He wanted to fight. Why didn't you want to fight?
I don't know what just happened there.
What do you mean?
You were about to push me in.
Yeah, we were gonna go like wrestle and fight for him. He said to fight.
I feel like that's a thing that you need consent for.
You don't need consent to start a fight. I do it all the time.
Well, I pat Zoil's head and say, "You were a little bit on fire there. I think you're fine now."
Hey, I mean, you used the word of Radkos. Fuck, I can't remember that name. You used his word to do that, so I mean, you won. I mean, maybe next time I'll get it.
I don't understand what happened between the two of you, but we still have shit to do. You promised not to push anybody into pits anymore, Zoil?
No.
That confused me. Zoil's the one that got the spells, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Zoil was saying you used it in terms of because you used the inspiration.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay. All right. I
The
see.
gong can use the spells.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to ring the gong, it's kind
No.
of magical.
Let's go. We've got things to do.
Let's say I owe you one. And he winks.
I'll take another one of those inspirations.
Maybe later.
Okay. All right. So with that, the hydro flask emptied. The group continues on. It is now dark at this point. Evening has crept in, and it is starting to be hard to see the world around you. As this valley, the vegetation isn't too thick, but the moons aren't out tonight. So it is fairly hard to see much more than 10 feet in front of you as you travel as a group together. What is your plan for the evening as you head west from this encounter with a red dragon?
Do we make camp?
Camp sounds good.
Yep.
Okay.
It's been a long day.
All right. As you guys make camp, is there anything you'd like to do during the evening, during your time to rest? What do you guys do?
I can heal someone.
Oh, I need healing.
We'll heal as we sleep, won't we?
Yeah, generally when you rest, when you take a long rest, like you sleep for the night, you heal back up to your maximum for those that are new to D&D. And then any spells that you haven't used, they also come back. That's kind of the benefits of taking a long rest. You basically sleep for 8 hours, get a full 8 hours sleep, which doesn't make any sense. But you're back up. So
You only need to sleep for 6 out of those 8 hours, though.
that's true. So are you guys all go to bed together, or you just you take shifts, taking watch during the night? What's the sitch?
I mean, like, we're not in danger. We're just adventurers. No one's actually actively coming looking for us. So I feel like
Yeah.
we'll have to sleep.
But we should still like set up a watch in case there's like wolves or like bandits or some shit.
Yeah, we're still like in the wilds, right? Like we
That's
don't
fair.
know if like a griffin or anything like
That's
that.
fair.
I mean, if that guy can live under the bridge, we could probably find to live here for a night. Who keeps watch for him?
Who watches the watcher?
Why don't we just take 1 hour each?
Okay.
And then when the sun goes up, we're probably fine.
What?
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of us. So we just
Okay.
get 5 hours of watch and then we risk it for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna make this quick because I don't want to go through each individual one. I'm giving you all numbers. Jennifer, you're 1, Gerald 2, Zoil 3, Ectorio 4, Lumia 5. All right. So as the night proceeds, Jennifer, you take the first watch, and nothing really happens. You have some time to think, contemplate, think about what Zoil tried to do, but ultimately your watch comes easily enough and without issue.
However, while I'm sleeping though, I do want to do that shaving cream trick on Zoil because now I'm kind of trying to get him back.
Okay.
And I like put shaving cream in his hands and then tickle his face with a feather.
Okay.
And then he just puts shaving cream all over his face.
Zoil, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, so close to a net 20. That's a 5.
It's a 5. Yeah, you start to feel a tickle in your sleep, and sure enough, the shaving cream slams in your face. And the first thought that comes to your mind is, how the hell did she find shaving cream?
That's fair.
And then the second thought is whatever you feel like.
Oh,
Mumble, 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 mumble.
Yeah.
the fuck.
Okay. While you're still sleeping, Gerald, you're on the next shift. Stop me if there's anything you want to do while you're on your watch. But much like Jennifer's watch, yours seems to go seemingly without issue. You kind of look around, you see some of the bushes rustling, but you can quickly tell that they're animals like mice and field vermin that are just kind of making their nocturnal habits known. You don't get the sense of any monsters or creatures that are creeping about as you kind of focus and meditate during your watch. Is there anything you wanted to do while you're up?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna turn the hourglass and look at it for a little bit.
As you turn the hourglass, you start to see light creep up the side of the horizon
Uh-oh.
as you see the sun rise.
We lost out.
The dawn of the new day appears as the rest of the watch is done, and it is the next day as time passes quickly as you turn the hourglass over. And you find
Does
yourself...
everybody still get their?
There you go.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Very much so, as the turning the hourglass over brings you to the morning and everybody feels rested. So you can all take a long rest on D&D Beyond. Basically, any spells that you've used are back. Any health that you lost is recovered. So you should all be at full health. All full spells and any abilities that you use would come back. So, and the rest of the watches, Zoil, you kind of wake up. Ectorio, you wake up, and Lunia, you wake up, and you're like, huh, well, that was pretty cool.
If I turn it back the other way, does anything happen?
You see the
Does
sands pour back in the day still before you. You get the sense that you can maybe only use it once a day.
Time. Oh, okay.
Wait, can you turn it upside down and see if we can make time slow down?
That can only be used once a day, so we'll have to try again in 24 hours.
How would time slow down by turning it upside down? Sand still falls downwards.
If you hold it on its side.
Well, that's not what Eva said, though.
You turn it upside down.
That's true. That's true. All right.
Sand still falls downwards.
That's true. Gravity. Gotcha.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So the start of the next day, you find yourself refreshed, awake, and heading west towards the next stop on your journey. As you
Wait, so question. If you can only use it once per day, but every time you use it, it becomes a new day, can you not just use it constantly?
it's the magic.
Oh! Good question. I drop it off a cliff and we lose like 30 days.
To answer your question, it resets at dusk each day, and you can only use it once each day to bring it to the next dusk or evening cycle.
Gone.
Gotcha.
So if you were to use it during the day, it'll bring you to dusk, and then the trigger then becomes the next dawn. So you can't
Interesting.
infinite loop it. Is
Okay.
how it's structured. So with that, what do you guys want to do next?
Well, I think that it's important that we start looking for the foggy area.
Mhm.
It says to the foggy moors.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, since you guys are approaching during the daytime, you guys start heading west to kind of following the map as you've been doing this thus far. You notice that the area starts to dip down, almost like in a bowl or a valley, as you're kind of walking downhill. Kind of the normal way you usually walk is downhill. As you see the fog starting to creep up, ankle height, shin high, knee high at most, kind of oscillating between those three heights as you're approaching. This wet, mucky earth beneath you kind of makes way as you work towards, you see prodding up a little bit higher than the fog, a small little hill and a stone chalet built upon it. As you're coming in from the west, you see a low stone wall extending around the grounds of this home, secluded in the wilderness, and a little sign that says Chalet Briar Goods.
Nice.
You have arrived.
Mm.
What would
Is that
you-
what like our GPS says? You have arrived.
Destination is on your right.
The big sign that says Stone Chalet.
Well,
Recalculating.
is there like a gate?
So the stone wall is a small, like waist high, knee high stone wall that wraps around the entire grounds. Kind of like a stone picket fence, if you will. Easily scalable. You could hop over it, no problem. There is a gate next to the sign that you're kind of looking at where you find yourself in front of. This gate opens up. It doesn't arch over, but it is two gates that are just kind of swung open. One's off of its hinges as it's collapsed into the moor. As you can see, this stone wall is covered in moss, and from where you're standing, about 40 feet away, the chalet itself, you can see that it's kind of broken down. The moss is growing over it. Some of the bricks have fallen out. And give me a perception check to see what else you can see.
I was gonna do a investigation check for traps on the gate as well.
Okay. All right. So you're looking at the gate. I'll give you that. Roll your investigation.
Okay, so perception was 14. Investigation is 4.
Okay. Gate looks fine. Nothing untowards about the gate. The house, as you're looking around, looks very unkempt. Looks like it's been abandoned, for lack of a better word. The house has fallen to neglect. Some of the roof is broken open. There's holes kind of everywhere. There's water dripping, even though it hasn't rained in the last day or so. You can see like puddles of water that's slowly draining off the side from a storm maybe 3 or 4 days ago that's trapped water and is slowly releasing. You see vines creeping up, ivy creeping up one of the walls. And 14, you hear caw, caw, caw.
The raven.
Bay Raven.
Ravens
Ooh.
crowing
Yeah.
from somewhere in the vicinity.
Nevermore.
I tell people the gate looks fine. No traps here, everybody.
Should we go inside and take a gander?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. So,
We do that.
Lunia,
You do that.
you take the lead as you push through the gates,
Okay.
wandering up towards the house. I will send the group. I'm going to send the group a little link.
Uh-oh.
So if you all want to click on that link, it'll bring you to a website, and that website has a map of the world, aka the chalet that you find yourself in front of.
Oh, you mean we're not going back into Tabletop Simulator?
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's get rid of the map. And let's bring up the.
Cool.
Okay, so you find all of yourselves at the front precipice, the stairwell of this chalet. Yes, you can see all the rooms inside, but you don't know what's inside because I'm not going to put Fog of War on. You can gather it's a fairly small house. So you find yourself
Called
at the
chalet
front door.
then.
So anybody that's clicked on the link, I can see you've all joined. You can click on your character and move it around. It's kind of open to playing around with where you want to go. Yeah, you do
Oh,
that.
cool.
Wait, is the centaur with the bagpipes or the shirtless?
The bagpipes would be Hectorio.
Okay.
Okay. So
This is Gerald. Gerald.
Oh, your Witcher stuff? Yeah.
Wait, you can
TM.
Yeah.
You can zoom in and out with the scroll.
Okay. So as you find yourself at the front door. Okay, you find yourself at the front foyer. Let's make sure I can see what you guys are doing. Right. Lunia, you press yourself inwards towards it. Or so you try and open the door. Sorry, I should probably describe this a little bit better. Rusty iron hooks line the wall of this entrance foyer as you push in. Hanging in this room, there are two hooks. One has a shovel, one has a rake. And then draped over the what looks like a small bench, you see a cloak laying on it. The rest of the room is fairly dusty, cobwebbed. The wooden interior of this room, because the front door was unlocked as you pushed in, because you did that before I was able to say anything. I'll let you have it. As you guys find yourselves inside the front foyer. I'll leave it at that. The dusty cloak, the rake, the shovel, and the wood walls that you find yourself. There are two doors in this room. One to your left or to your west, to the west, keeping north as this, and then there's a what looks like a door, kind of a port door that seems to be leading downstairs.
Let's go into the great room.
Okay.
Wait.
Check the
we're
traps. Oh, we're in.
Okay.
As everybody pushes in, this door is unlocked.
Oh wait, jerks.
As everybody pushes in through the front foyer, you see that light enters this room. It's a rather spacious room. There's a bulge in the north wall where cracked and broken windows look over the foggy valley that you've got to approach from. The broken windows are letting that light in that's filling this room that you can see. Dusty sheets cover most of the room's furniture. Cobwebs stretch between antlers, wolf heads, and other hunting trophies that are mounted on the wall. And you see a pale rectangle that's perched, covered in cloth on the wall. Over the fireplace. What would you guys like to do? With a stair leading up and two doors to the back of this room.
So I guess we don't need to roll perception then, since you described it.
I've described that. If there's anything you're interested in looking at, there's the fireplace, there's furniture, there's the stairs, there's the door.
I was more thinking like perception, like we're entering, like knowing the world that we are in. I'm not just going to assume. This isn't like Cameron entering a house in our world where we'd be like, there's no like magical whatever that can hurt me. I mean, there's people.
Can we do like a magical perception check?
Yeah.
Sure.
It'd be our Arcana check, right?
Yeah. So Hectorio, as you're kind of looking around, trying to figure out if anything's magical, give me an Arcana check. So roll the D20 and add your Arcana as you're looking around, trying to pick up on any magical vibes. You're vibing.
Just quick, Eric.
I only got 12. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just wondering if there's any warmth off the fire, or is it dead cold in here?
Dead cold. There is no fire. It's just a fireplace that's gone out. As you look around and you try to glean from, you're looking for something magical, you pick up on a bit of a hum coming from the fireplace. As you kind of peer in, trying to like root your way in, you notice something fairly intriguing. This small little case that seems to be sitting inside this fireplace. What's everybody else doing? I see you all kind of creeping in behind Hectorio as she's looking at this.
But you can't get too far behind her back hooves because they could kick you.
I would like to think that Zoil was there and then Hectorio kind of just like is over top of him, reaching in, sensing something.
I'll send Zoil up the chimney.
Yeah, Zoil was just there kind of seeing if it was still hot.
It's like you like jumping into dark holes.
Okay, so
Not opposed to it.
Hectorio, as you open, you have this little case in front of you. If you want to open it, I'll give you the choice before I say anything else.
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay, as you open it, give me a D20 roll.
Just watch out, some boxes could explode.
I got a 6.
6?
I'll die.
Cool. All right, so as you open up this box, you notice an interesting collection of like what looks like compressed or crushed material, almost like crushed flowers. As a ranger, you'd kind of notice this immediately. Flower petals of different colors that have been crushed and contained into small little holes, facets in this case. As you open it up, you see blues, purples, blacks, and you see a small little brush inside. You found a magical makeup set.
Ooh.
Magical makeup set.
You did.
That's delightful.
If you wear the makeup, you can choose the expression on the person's face of who's wearing the makeup. So you could have a person, regardless of what you're doing in your facial expressions, you can always give off a air of happiness, sadness, anger. You basically put an emotion on someone's face and it's stuck on their face for 8 hours.
Please put some makeup on Gerald.
Interesting. But that seems like a weird skill.
Good to get through undergrad.
I fell asleep, which you can't hide with makeup. I will put some makeup on Gerald because that was told.
I think it's gonna be funny as heck.
You understand Gerald's not just gonna sit there and let I'm just gonna sit there, right?
He's gonna go.
Let's hold him down. He's not a big, strong man.
Well, what expression do we want him to have?
Make him look like he's got a poop.
Yeah.
Why would I stand there and let you do that?
Okay, well then I guess we're gonna fight.
Fight! And I ring the gong.
Okay, so I
Just get along, gang.
As you ring the gong,
Fight, 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 fight.
well, I guess I have to do it. As you ring the gong, I need you to roll me a d6, please.
Oh shit.
It's really good.
Oh,
me
God.
or
No, gong boy over here.
all right.
It's a 5.
As you ring the gong, you start to hear a child's laughing, or a child laughing coming from upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's no way that's good.
Trying to control Gerald's facial expression.
We should deal with the creepy kid first.
Yeah, let's deal with the creepy kid. Let's put this little family feud on hold.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So what are you guys doing?
I think we need to go upstairs and investigate the childlike wonder.
I'd like to cast armor. Well, because it's a spell that lasts a long time. So mage armor. So just preemptively, because I'm expecting trouble.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
fair.
So you cast mage armor. You guys heading up the stairs?
Yeah, I'll take the lead as the strongest one in the group.
Um,
That's a great gift.
all right. So trying to figure out where the stairs go. As you
Not usually, or do these ones go down? There's usually one or two directions.
One of two.
So I said.
okay. So as you guys head up the stairs,
Aren't like non-vertical stairs just hallways?
What?
So you're there. You go up.
What?
Like if a stairway didn't go up or down, it would just be a hall.
It wouldn't be stairs.
Stairs.
Yeah.
You said non-vertical.
Yeah.
I ready lightning.
Okay, cool. All right. So as you guys head up the stairs, let me
I don't know. Me and Gerald are going upstairs. Is everyone else coming?
I'm coming.
Well, we're going up a vertical hallway.
Yes.
No, but like think about it. If the steps were all at the same height.
Hey, look, there's some broken things in the circle room.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter right now. We're talking about stairs.
Okay, so you find yourselves in the stairs. It leads you up to. Here, let me describe this room. As you are in that.
How dare you move the story forward, Eva?
Yeah.
As you walk up the stairs, I got this right. Yeah, you find yourselves in a odd chamber. The not odd chamber. Sorry.
Are we here or are we here? Because I can't tell where.
We're going up the stairs, but is that a window behind us or a door?
Yeah.
You will find yourselves in here.
Okay.
But is this thing where I am right now a window or a door?
We'll find out later.
Can I turn around and look?
You turn around and look, and you hear the DM say, "Give me a second."
All right.
Is it a window or a horizontal skylight?
It's the same
Are
thing.
we going from the window to the wall?
Okay.
Is there sweat?
Yeah. So it's the map being a little weird. So the stairs come up into this chamber, and you have to walk around this banister to get over to that door. So
Okay.
it is a door.
Okay. Cool.
There's another set of stairs to the right, the winding stairs, and you also notice a roll top desk in this room,
Ooh.
and
Classy.
two leather padded armchairs, a small fireplace carved with images of wolves and stags wrap around this building. Draped over the chair is a wolf's skin, if you're
Oh, no.
interested. And a narrow spiral staircase choked with cobwebs wind up the easterly wall.
Mhm.
What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to search the desk.
As you approach the desk is locked. This roll top is locked.
Oh,
You try and pull it up, and you hear just clunk, 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 clunk. Nothing seems to be giving as you just kind of handle it. What do you like to do?
Anyone have like a disarm spell or
Does
anything?
anyone have these tools?
yes. Do we have a rogue in our party? Oh, okay.
Did I take?
All right.
I took knock. If you want me to open it, I can do it.
Oh,
I mean,
It'll be a little bit loud though. I don't know if we want to make
Yeah.
a lot of noise.
let's look around for a key first, and then if we can't find one, then
What are you guys doing?
the key's not like under the wolf skin, is it?
No, no, it's not.
You can just break it. You're a big, strong person.
Not really.
Well, that guy is.
You're the
Victoria is
She's pretty strong
strong.
too. She's stronger than me.
She said that she's the strongest one of the group.
I like to pick on Gerald.
You're on the centaur too.
Can we check this fireplace as well? Maybe there's some more,
Is there heat coming
like a
out?
secret dress.
As you look into the fireplace, give me an investigation check, Hectorio. You're kind of
Okay.
leading the charge.
Oh, not great. 8.
8. Kind of stick your head in. As you stick your head in, roll me a d6, please.
Okay.
It's a mine.
6.
As you stick your head in, you can swear you hear a of what sounds like the last breath of a dying man.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
They've tricked us with that before.
That's true. I don't have any like protection spells or anything, but
I do.
okay, protect us then.
Well, they're all just for me.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't know you want a group protection spells.
Where would you like to go?
I want to know who's dying.
Yeah, investigate the fireplace again.
With that roll, Hectorio, you get a sense that the echoing of that seems to be echoing from below. There's like a fireplace. There's a vent coming from below.
We just came upstairs.
You'd gather that it might be from like a basement rather than a main floor.
Okay, but we heard a child's laughter coming from upstairs, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Is the temperature cold here?
Yes.
Are we doing a phasmophobia thing here?
Is this the ghost room?
Are we working with the twins?
Could be the twins. Could be Mimic. It's tough to say.
I think that we should keep investigating upstairs before we travel up and down and up and down.
Okay.
You don't want to split the party?
I don't want to split the party.
Okay. What would you guys
Oh.
like to do?
I
Well,
think we should keep exploring and looking for this ghost child.
Did the laugh that we heard? I might be asking too much. The answer might just be you don't know. But like when we heard it was upstairs, was it immediately upstairs? I.e., top of the stairs. It's in that room.
You can't quite pinpoint it. You just heard it was coming from upstairs.
Okay.
Where upstairs? Be hard to tell.
So okay, I guess I'll.
I mean, we rushed up these stairs really quick. Why don't we just rush up the next set?
To the attic? Okay.
We heard it from up.
It could be on this floor too, though.
Yeah. Why don't we finish searching this floor first?
I guess we didn't search the first floor. We just ran right up here.
Well, it's because we heard a noise from upstairs.
Yeah,
We don't know if it's coming from here or upstairs.
But there's walls and there's doors that are closed. Logic is it's just coming from above.
What?
What?
We're above where we were.
Down those
right
two
now.
doors.
Yeah, but like we heard it from downstairs, so wouldn't we hear it from upstairs more clearly? I'm just gonna hit the gong again.
Oh my god.
All right,
Your sanity drops.
as you hit the gong, roll me another d6.
Oh god. The 3.
The 3.
Do we
Gerald.
hear?
Gerald, you hear down the hall from where you're positioned, you hear a door creak.
Okay, I'll head to it.
Okay.
Which way down? Up or down?
This
So
way.
to the left, as you you hear that sound coming down that hall, as you rush into that room. Let's see, what room is that?
I think rush is a strong word.
You saunter over to the bedroom.
Yeah, that sounds like Gerald.
And the rest of us trot.
As you see the door swing open, you look in, and this room hasn't been touched seemingly in decades. There's cobwebs, dust, no sign of disturbance in this room whatsoever. There's a small bed. The mattress you can smell with your keen ability. You can smell the mold coming off of the bed.
Ew.
Can I do an Arcana check in this room?
Sure,
Is it a child-sized bed?
it is.
17.
You don't detect anything, or you can't pick up on anything magical. Like I said, there's the mattress. There's a carved headboard, and on the headboard it says Heluth. On the headboard,
Aluth?
Heluth. And you see a dresser, a nightstand, a coat rack, and another padded armchair similar to this study you were in before.
Okay, help me understand something.
Lastly, I'm just going to finish the description of the room. Lastly, you also see an oval mirror hanging on the wall.
Okay, I'm going to investigate that next, but I just want to make sure I understand. Arcana checks for things that are magical, and we're talking about a ghost or apparition or we don't know what it is. I'm making an assumption here, but something causing that noise that I didn't see. Either there's an illusion going on that made me think I heard a noise there, or something would have to be in that room to cause that noise. In either case, wouldn't those be magical?
You don't
Like I'm trying not to ask about the game, although I know I'm dipping. I'm trying to ask more like to make sure I understand the mechanics.
So, you don't pick up on anything magical in this room. You don't feel any of that hum, any of that buzz. You heard a sound. You don't know if the sound was magical or if it was just a door creaking open. If it was magical, maybe that's the case. But as you are peering into this room, trying to focus in or hone your sight, kind of get into that vision of what could be glowing with magic, nothing is triggering that response as you enter this room. Your footsteps fall into the dust, leaving a trail, first trail that's been in this room for years.
Okay, I'll go check out that mirror, and like everything else in the room, I forget what you described, but it all sounded pretty.
So you look into the mirror. You see a figure staring back at you.
Whoa, creepy.
He is
Ooh.
ruggedly handsome.
Yay.
Well coiffed, white hair, I think blue eyes.
Yellow orange.
Yellow eyes. You see Gerald.
Your reflection.
Staring back at you.
Does
Nothing.
he look like evil, or is it just normal reflection?
No, it's a normal mirror.
Nothing different about the room behind me in the mirror.
No, nothing in plain sight or obvious as you just stand in this room.
What did it say on the headboard again?
Heluth.
Haluth?
You're saying it out loud.
Yeah.
No response.
Say it 2 more times.
Haluth, are you with us?
No response.
Are you there? How old are you?
Say it once more.
Haluth?
As you do, you hear a voice cry out,
Oh my god.
"Leave my sister alone."
Twins.
It's a Beetlejuice situation.
Who's your sister?
And you just hear a high-pitched scream. I'm not going to do it, but you hear a high-pitched scream echo out through the room. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
As if a million souls cried out at once.
Is that D20?
Yes. And then you add whatever your wisdom save number is. Wisdom saving throw.
I got a 16.
17.
Okay. Good.
21.
Good. Who else hasn't given me a number? Because I only got 3 numbers here.
Oh, I think Cam and I said at the same time.
Yeah, Sean's a 9. I'm an 11.
Oh, yeah, I did not hear those two.
Okay.
So I need after you take that. Okay, so let's start with Gerald. As you hear that scream, you start to feel your feet lighten off the floor. As the rest of the group sees Gerald floating a couple inches off the ground, he is tossed against the wall, slamming against the wood, and then falling to the bed, taking 2 points of damage. Likewise, Zoil, same thing, lifts off the ground and is thrown over into the wall, taking 4 points of damage. As that shrieking scream seems to pass, the voice disappearing.
Luth, where is Delilah?
No response.
Maybe we can keep exploring? Is this and find Delilah's room?
All right. What was about Delilah again?
Delilah Briargood.
Right.
Isn't that her name?
Yeah, I wrote down Delilah somewhere.
It's not Briargood. It's Delilah.
Oh, I got that.
She's the other one, right?
Yeah.
Vistani.
Vistani.
I'm scrolling past a bunch of centaur pictures to find it.
Luth, who is your sister?
Where's Delilah?
No response.
This might not be Haluth that we're talking to.
This could be Delilah. Oh no, she said sister though. You're right.
What's your name?
No response.
It responded after we said Luth 3 times, so maybe we need to say it once more.
Yeah, but not in a good way. It just hurt us. We didn't get any information.
I can hit the gong again.
We did.
Oh my
sister
God.
thing.
Let's keep exploring, and then we have one more Luth before we. I didn't say that out loud.
Yeah. I kind of want to search this room a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't actually go through any like.
You haven't done anything for it, but Miranda, do what you want to do.
Yeah. I want to kind of search through and see if there's any stuff in here or like a key or something.
Okay. Give me an investigation check as you're searching. Is anybody else searching?
Sure.
Investigation. I got a 15.
15. As you're looking through this room, the dresser, as you pull each drawer open, you notice that it's empty until you get to the bottom drawer. You see what looks like child's clothing that would fit someone no older than 4 or 5. The clothing itself is wholly from, say, like moths or something that have eaten at it. It's kind of decayed. A nice, very, very well appointed, like pink dress that is ripped to shreds, but very small for a small person. And that's actually all you find in this room
Okay.
as you keep searching.
Can I check out the next room?
Yeah, let's go to the next room.
Is it unlocked?
It is unlocked. The doors in this house seemingly unlocked. You see a almost mirror image of the room that you were just in, except this one has a bed that says Sylphane.
Sylphane? Sylphane? Sylphane!
Leave me alone! As
Different
it
voice?
Screams out.
Same voice or different voice?
Same voice. I need everybody that's in the room, that's Zoil, Lunia, and Jennifer, to make me a wisdom saving throw. And you know what? I'm gonna give me that roll, and then we're gonna follow up there.
I got 17 again.
Yeah, same here, 17.
I got a 3.
All right. As you see, Lunia picked up and slammed into the ceiling. As you
Ow!
Wow.
As you take 2 points of damage as you hit the ceiling and come down onto the floor, catching yourself as you land. I'm going to jump over to Hectorio. What are you doing as I see you wandering off down the hallway, separated from the group? Hectorio, what are you up to?
Okay, well, I thought I would check out the other rooms for
Okay.
the sake of efficiency.
Yeah.
So I'll go in this one,
Okay.
which seems to be the master bedroom.
Oh, you're pretty perceptive. What you see in here is a spacious bedroom. Yes, very much the master bedroom. It is decorated with wainscoting. There's your word of the day. Wainscoting along the sides of the wall. That's where it's like the wood paneling on half of the wall, and then like.
Yeah, I know what wainscoting is. Thank you, Eric.
Oh no, there's other people that were other people on the call.
It to you.
I'm not explaining it to Hectorio. As you see opposite the bed, you see. Well, first of all, the bed has 4 posts, and they are all carved with different animals, wolves, and like basically like wolves and stags, much like you've seen in other parts of the room or other parts of the house. Opposite the bed is a stone hearth with a black marble mantle. And elk antlers are mounted above it. Again, the whole room is covered in dust, and there are some tall windows looking out the west. And in the corner, the bottom corner, you see what looks like a dog crate. That's just like a large dog crate in the corner of the room that's empty with a blanket laying in it.
Can I do a perception check on it to see if there's anything else in it?
In the room, or like anything specific that you're interested in?
The dog crate. It just seems like a weird thing, a 4-poster bed and a dog
Give me
crate.
an investigation check.
All right. Let me get my
We're
investigation.
dealing with werewolves.
15. Because it seems to be an old-timey house.
It is.
Also, do we hear any animal noises?
Okay, so that'll. Where is that? Okay, I'm just trying to get everything sorted out here.
Okay.
Interesting. As you look at the dog crate, you're kind of like peering it over. You lift up the bed that's kind of in there, the little mat, and you see what looks like a switch underneath the mat.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it.
All right. As you flip it, you hear a gears turning in the wall. You hear the slamming of mechanisms falling as the wall behind you swings open, and a door opens up in this chamber, leading to that big round area to the southwest of where you are, which looks like a broken loft, and basically this like large tower, almost like a secret entrance, and then stairs leading up that are broken down. And you see someone there.
Does anyone want to join me? I feel exposed.
You
That's what happens when you go off your own.
you don't see someone, you see something. You see a raven standing on a broken stair right by the doorway.
Okay, I'm kind of here.
Damn.
What do you do?
If you call out for us, then we'll know to, but otherwise we won't be able to.
All right, I say everybody, there's a raven in here, but I don't see a way to go up the stairs. Maybe we should talk to the raven. Hi, Raven.
You call us all over, and I look over at, I forget your name.
Me, Hectorio.
Victoria, and I like.
So you're not in the room yet.
Okay,
So she's
can we
called
get
over.
there?
She's called over. She
Yeah.
said, hi, Raven, or what? So you said like, yeah, hi, Raven. As you guys hear a call from down the room, what is everybody's immediate reaction? Everybody but Hectorio.
Well, she can come over, right?
Yeah, come over and check it out.
Okay. as you guys are running over, I want Victoria to make an animal handling check. Kind of like I'm just doing like flash moments, cutscenes here. Give me an animal
Okay.
handling as you say, hey, Raven.
7.
7. You see the Raven go, hey, and starts to fly and rushing up the stairs that are broken away from you. Okay, the rest of the group makes it into the room with you as you kind of see this Raven fly off. What do you guys do?
You call us over for?
Well, I mean, there was a raven, and it's linked to the raven feather. And I think, can I do a perception check to see if there's anything? There seems to be anything upstairs, like if it's worthwhile trying to get there, even though the stairs are broken.
As you look at the broken stairs, yeah, give me an investigation check.
Plus. Oh, 5.
It's hard to see. You kind of looking up. All you can see is the mold. Some of the water is dripping through the ceiling of this room. Like there is something above this room where the stairs are leading to. You can see the hole where the stairs would go to, but you can't see anything up there.
Okay.
As the water is dripping, yeah, you're not able to make anything else out. As the group catches up with you, what's doing?
So what does everybody else want to do?
Is there anything else in this room? It's a big open back room. I think the only thing I recall you describing was the stairs leading up and then the Raven.
If you want to investigate the room, here I will explain. The curved wooden staircase that once rose along the outer walls are destroyed. There's no easy way to climb them. The rest of the room seems to be the shattered remains of that staircase that's fallen through. Clusters of broken wood scattered about. Jagged shards of pottery that's been in here. Mounds of dirt and rubble, moss. There's like just basically rot that's growing out. You can see some black mold or brown mold wrapped around one side. Give me an investigation check.
$19.
Okay. As you're kind of peering through, you are able to find a small wooden chest. It's got a scorched black lid as you kind of pick it up out of this rubble, and it's got metal clawed feet on the bottom of this chest, so it's kind of perched up. As you pick it up, it's maybe like a small little box.
It didn't react as I touched it. Not a mimic. Can I? Oh, fuck! It might be a mimic.
You could still be a mimic.
It could still be a mimic.
Yeah.
Oh
I
man.
don't know. Can't we do an Arcana check on it?
Can I just grab a piece of wood that's nearby?
Can you like poke it with a stick?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and open it with a stick and not like my hand.
You pull it open. You take a stick. You pop it open. You see a small jar inside with basically like a glowing blue liquid sloshing about in this corked round vial.
Water.
Cool.
Glowing blue, like an aqua color.
All right, we'll save that for later.
Gatorade.
It's Gatorade.
Glowing blue liquid.
Are you gonna take it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. And there are 6 other things in this chest.
Oh.
Fuck me. All right, I gotta keep reading. Okay, so I need everybody to roll me a D100 to see what happens to each of you.
Nice.
So let's start with Jennifer. Let's start with Jennifer. I'm gonna go around the horn.
But I need to explain to Eva how to do that.
19.
She's just using random number generator.
Oh yeah, right.
As you all kind of look into it, you're drawn, your hands drawn into this box. Jennifer, as you pull out a pipe.
Like a smoking pipe?
Yeah, like a little smoking pipe.
You smoke too much, Pip.
There you go.
How much of the leaf?
As you, you find a pipe. Gerald, what do you got?
11.
11. You find a block of wood. Little square block of wood. Cool. All right. There's like 100 things on this list, and one of them's a wreck.
I feel like we're opening Christmas crackers and
Zoil, what did you get?
I put my tissue paper hat on.
Zoil, what did you roll?
Let me see.
I'm not even gonna write that fucking item down.
60.
60?
Yes.
You find a glass eye. Just a glass eye.
Gerard, do you want this? I got the potion, so you can have this glass eye if you like.
Gerald doesn't respond because he doesn't realize you're talking to him.
Gerald. Dude.
All right. Victorio, what did you roll?
88.
88? You find a book as you pull out a book. It tells a great tale of a legendary hero. It's basically, it tells, as you're reading through it, it tells how this hero rose to power and fell. Unfortunately, much like great books, this one seems to be missing the last chapter. As you read through it, interestingly enough, the words seem to change and swirl about this book as you're reading it, almost like it's rearranging itself, and you start to see almost like memories or moments of yourself fill in the chapters of the book. Anyways, that's what that is. And Lunia, what did you get?
I got a 14.
14. All right. As you pull out from this, fuck me, you find a set of scales.
Like fish scales or like measuring scales?
You find a couple of red dragon scales.
Ooh.
As you look over, you see the symbol etched out on the back of these scales match the symbol on Zoil's shield.
Gong?
Sorry, yeah, on the gong. They are the symbol of Radkos on the side of these scales. Okay, so yeah, that's what you find in this box. And you hear a voice call out as you open through this box, and you hear a voice. You might not want to keep those. I would put them back if I were you.
I put mine back.
Yeah, I'll put it back.
Put it back.
Can I insight into that voice?
Sure, give me an insight check.
19.
You get a voice, or you glean from the voice that they are nervous.
Gotcha.
They are terrified. They are scared.
Why do we need to put these back? Who are we going to anger?
We've collected those
Don't you have a wooden block? I mean,
to keep them out of the hands of evildoers.
Are you worried that we're evil?
Anybody that's breaking into a house, entering without permission, aren't usually of the good sort.
Well, we're adventurers. We couldn't get permission to enter this house. But we're trying to fix a wrong. That's
Make
why
it
we're
right.
here.
Give me a fucking deception check.
The map on here does say evil beware.
It's not a lie. The wrong is that I don't have enough money and I'm trying to fix it.
Give me a deception check.
I rolled a nat 20, -1, 19.
Oh my god.
Well, if you're not evildoers, what are you doing in here?
We're explorers.
Research expedition.
We heard there was a disturbance here, and there's clearly unresolved aberrations here, and we'd like to resolve them.
We let Selphine live her best life with what's left of it. Please let her keep what's left of her home.
Can
and
we
what's left
help
of herself.
Selphine?
We could help set her free.
Can we help her?
Maybe.
Tell us what we can do.
Where are you? Please, if I reveal myself, will you promise not to draw arms or be upset?
Promise.
Yeah, okay.
That didn't sound very reassuring.
Well, I promise not to draw arms, but I can't promise not to be upset.
As you see a small little raven bound down the broken pieces of stairs that are left.
Oh.
My name is Merida. I'm kind of the caretaker here. Why did you come here?
I'm gonna call you Merida Carey.
Nope.
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 Nope. I'm hiding again. Going away now.
The others will be here soon. Maybe you can convince them that you're worthy of helping?
Who are the others?
Well, the rest of my family.
Pardon me, sorry.
All right.
The rest of my family.
And who of your family is here on this plane still, and who is on the astral plane?
Oh, none of us are on the astral plane, but if you're looking to get there, we could show you.
I meant like who's dead. I'm trying to ask who's dead in a polite way.
Oh, I'm not dead. I'm not dead at all.
Why would them kick the bucket?
Have you always been a raven?
During the day.
Did you stay in Raven form too long and turn into it permanently?
No, it doesn't work that way in this universe.
Oh, okay. It's the only way I know.
You're
I told
thinking of the
you.
novels. There's some really good novels by A.J. Applecart.
Applegate.
TM.
So at night, what do you turn into?
I'm turned back into myself.
Which is
Yeah. I still feel like it's a ghost in
As
Halloween.
the raven looks over to Hectorio, not quite like that.
What time is it right now?
Looks over to Lunia, a little closer.
What time is it?
Looks over to Gerald's not in there. Looks over to Zoil. No, not like you at all. I guess closer to that one. And
I
looks
thought
over to
Gerald was in here.
Jennifer.
I was talking to them.
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess so. There you go.
I moved him.
What time is it right now, Eric?
That's halfway through the day, halfway through the morning.
Wow.
You have to wait till it's dusk before you can do it.
No, I can turn it into the next. Doesn't it turn into dusk? Isn't it a half day?
So you turned it from night to day. You got to wait till the next night before its magic's rehabilitated. So
Oh, yeah,
unfortunately, that does not work.
Good try though.
Good try. Well, if you wait, they shouldn't be too much longer, and we can put it to a vote. That's how we deal with it in this family on what we will do with you.
What you'll do with us?
Well, unless you want to return those gifts.
Already returned them.
Yeah.
Not all of you.
Unless somebody's lying and they didn't.
I mean, I didn't say anything, but if you guys are being peer pressury about it, I'll put mine back.
Mhm.
Gerald's really reluctant to put his block back, but he does so. It's all he has.
All right. Well, it seems like you are trustworthy enough. Well, if you want to follow me, I can show you a little bit around this place.
Is this like the chocolate factory? All we had to do was return the gobstopper.
If you want to find out how to go to the astral plane, I can show you the way.
No, I'm good.
I mean, I know a way to get to the astral plane.
It's not that hard.
The astral plane being the afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty easy, actually.
Do we want to follow the Raven?
Either we follow it or we figure it out on our own.
Yeah, I want to see the Raven turn into a person. I feel like there's a story thread here.
All right.
Yep, that's fine. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, follow me as she takes you kind of through the house. You've already been through the master bedroom and the other two bedrooms. She brings you through the study and explains that the old master of this home. Just get the there we go. The old master, the Baron, the former Baron Briargood, used to live here with his family. As she kind of explains the home. He was a husband, father first, but equally matched by his hunting prowess, as he would regularly slay predators and large game in the woods around the chalet. He was always accompanied by his best friend, his hound, Born. Born, yes. And he was said to be faithful to the end. Haluth, the younger daughter of the family, died around the age of 4. And she's buried out back with the rest of the family. As the tour through the house, kind of showing you the different rooms of the ground floor, the ones that you've kind of been on before, this little Raven Merida takes you out to show you the graves. You see the Baron, you see Brorn, you see Haluth's grave, you see Sylphane's grave. You see a grave that is left unburied with a headstone and no date that says Silas on it. And you see the Raven kind of look up to the skies and say, "Oh, here they come now." And that's where we're going to end tonight.
We know a Silas Briarwood. Just saying. Not this group. Thursday night group. Not this Thursday.
So,
Or Thursdays from
Eva
now.
was part of that adventure. She made her appearance.
Oh, I was there for one night. Yeah.
yeah. So with that, we will call it there. If you guys are all cool with that.
So this is like a prequel.